Wait, it's not working. Oh no. Oh no. Hello. Something's not working. Something's not working. Uh-oh. Oh, yep. Things have been broken while we've been gone, as always. Don't know how this always happens. Hello there. Welcome to stream, everybody. Whenever you don't stream for a little bit, the gremlins come out. They start pushing and pulling and wiggling things. Eventually things don't work. But welcome, everybody. Great to have you. There's always something. Next, I'll find out my voice isn't working. Is it working? I think it's working. I hope it's working. Hello, everybody. Have I ever told you the story? Welcome, everybody. Hope you're all doing good. Voice is good? Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Man, I've been wanting to stream for a while, and I thought today would be a good day for it. And we do have MCC coming up. That is right. MCC, what is this, 30? This might be 30. Because Scuffed was technically not a canon event, so I think it's 30? I think it is. And it might be the most sweaty MCC I've ever seen. If you look through the chat or the teams, right? It's insane. It's insane. Whoever put, oh, I know who put this team together. But JoJo and Pizza or Pete or just call him Pizza forever. That is such a good team. Oh my gosh, that pairing is, oof. That is the one to beat, in my opinion. That is the one to beat. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I haven't played with Impulse yet, so that's gonna be really fun. Illumina, was gonna be on a team, I think maybe a couple MCCs back, but had internet or computer trouble, like right at the last second, and then Antfrost swooped in like a wildcat, and he is, and then saved the day. So it'll be fun to finally play with Luma. So it'll be fun. That will be fun. But yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, no more man butt. It had to go. I mean, you still have to wear a mask, at the hospital and stuff, and it was just being such a pain. Because it was just such a pain, and like, you know how much shampoo I needed? That was a lot of shampoo. I told my mom, I'm like, now I understand, like, having a lot of hair, you use a lot of shampoo. And then you gotta have time to dry. It was just getting outrageous. It had to end. No man bun is the tragedy of today. Oh, it'll be back before we know it. Let's see. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're all doing very well. We got some stuff to do today. So what I want to do is basically we're just gonna be installing solar panels. We're gonna be installing a lot of solar panels and also just hanging out and talking about kind of where I want to work on Scarland, like what I want to do next and stuff along those lines. But yeah, we're gonna be adding a lot of light to Scarland. It's probably not gonna make any difference, but it'll look cool. Isn't that all that matters in the end? I think it is. But yeah, welcome. Are you ready for the next Mando episode? I am, and I'm sure we're gonna get into that. And there's definitely not 6 pages of Scar rants over my desk. Not even at all. But welcome. Scarland will be environmentally friendly. Yeah, right. It is. We already have, a considerable amount of solar panel lights, so we're just amping it up. We're amping up. Okay, wait. Don't look at the garbage that I did to actually add all over Scarland. I did add Scarland garbage, by the way. Scar rants? Yes, Scar rants. One of everybody's favorite subject matters around here. Usually revolving around Star Wars. And how annoying Disney's been lately. But they've been better. I was telling the mods, we had a mod meeting yesterday. I was saying, you know what? I've heard some rumbles deep down that there is some actual better vibes over at WDI now. Which is like the first positive thing that I've heard in a very long time. It's like the first positive thing I've heard in a long time. I'm like, that's good. Like, I'm glad like there's some like a little bit of positivity in that area again, because boy howdy, it was rough for a while. It was rough, and I don't even blame them for being bad vibes. That was a rough time. Have I seen the new Mario movie? No, I don't go to theaters, but when it's out on whatever platform, I'll probably watch it. It looks good. I know people have seen it. They liked it. So yeah. But the last time I've been to a theater was Force Awakens, so it's been a while. It's been a real while. It's been a while. Oh, your brother's at Disney with his choir. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Hopefully he's having fun. Am I excited about Indiana Jones 5? Well, first of all, it's Indiana Jones 4 because there was never a fourth movie. I mean, that's just common knowledge. But no, I'm joking. I've been let down with so many movies in the recent time that I'm just going in with no expectations. No expectations. I refuse to get excited nor non-excited. I'm going in neutral phase. That is neutral phase. I refuse to get let down again and again and again. I let myself get very excited about Ahsoka, but I think I'm justified in that. I think I'm justified. So when it comes to Indiana Jones, not excited, not thinking it's bad in any way, just neutral Scarface. Because I'm really tired of getting let down with stuff. And the reason why is there's like that sneaky suspicion, you know, it's just another cash grab. Can we just leave the 3 alone? But we'll see. But yeah, no, I did let myself get very excited about Ahsoka. So if I get let down, that's my own fault. That's my own fault. Am I planning on watching the D&D movie? Probably at some point. Let's see. When you're not excited for a movie, it's good, then it's a good movie. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I don't know. The fourth Indiana Jones movie had a couple moments that were interesting, but just overall, like, I don't know. I don't think Sala was in it. How could you have an Indiana Jones movie without Sala? Like, it's impossible. It's impossible. I guess the thing, I guess it's the same with Star Wars and Indiana Jones that like just grind my gears. Is that when I was growing up, I thought they were all over, right? Like I didn't think they were going to make any more. Like they'd all come out and they'd been out for quite a while. And then when I kind of came around the block, like I was like, man, I just wish they would make another one, right? And you know, Harrison Ford, he was still somewhat nimble at the time. And you know, the Star Wars guys, they weren't, you know, older. And at that point, like I always thought how cool it would have been to have like an Indiana Jones movie when Indy was still, you know, Indy, right? Set in World War II, because in the fourth movie, he talks about some of the crazy stuff he did during World War II. And it's like my imagination just like flew off the chain. I'm like, all the cool stuff. Now in this next movie, it looks like they're going back to that time era, but then there's, you know, like, you know, we're really pushing the limits here with, you know, de-aging and all that stuff. I just wish they would have done it back in the day, like the later 90s. Like that's when they should have made the sequels to Star Wars. That's when they should have made the Indiana Jones movie. That's was the prime time to do it. But alas, we shall not have those good times. Let's see. Have I seen Top Gun 2 yet? No, I still haven't. I still have not. I will. Let's see. Opinions on Reedy Creek. Oh, spoiled children fighting. So much fun. Let's see. Back in the day in the late 90s. Yeah. I just wish they would have made Indiana Jones and Star Wars back then. That would have been great. Actually, I think George Lucas planned, I think there was an interview once where he speculated that he would make the 3 movies like in the 2010, 12, 14 era. But I might be wrong on that. I remember an interview, but it's been a while. I know I have not seen Maverick yet. I will. You know what I loved about Top Gun was just the over-the-top, crazy, horrible 80s cheese and the fake sweat that they sprayed on them. You know, it was just enjoyable. Then Maverick comes out and it's actually supposedly a really good movie, and I'm like, okay, I like the corniness. It's just that's what made me laugh so hard all the time. And boy, like Tom Cruise's acting in Top Gun was so rough, it made it good. Oh god. But yeah, it's yeah, what other movies are we looking forward to? I think my number one movie this year is Oppenheimer. That is my number one movie that I am waiting for, because Christopher Nolan is the last of his kind. It's the last of his kind that can go out there and can make some crazy over the top movie that's not tied. Not that I'm not throwing any shade, so don't take it this way, but it's not a superhero movie. You know, it's like, this is like one of the last people that can go out there and make something original and unique that's not tied to some IP. Not that the IPs aren't bad, it's just, it's nice to have that one movie that, Taranto. Oh God, Cub, I'm really butchering this name. Cub, help me! What's his name? Like, it's not clicking in my head. He, Tarantino, there you go, Tarantino. I was like, what's going on in my head? Yeah, he's another person, right, that can just make something that's not like, you know, IP forced or whatever. Those are dying breeds that are disappearing quickly. But yeah, Oppenheimer looks so good. I'm very excited. Yeah, James Cameron he does, but like, oh God. I'll admit it. You can be upset with me. That's okay. I get it. It's just not a big Avatar guy. I don't know what it is. I just can't get into it. I would think on the surface level I would get into it, but when I actually watch it, which I haven't watched the second one, granted, I just can't get into it. Now the land at Animal Kingdom looks amazing. That looks great. Like, I could get into that all day. Like, that looks fantastic. But yeah, I don't know. No hate to anybody who likes Avatar. Like, if you love it, like, more power to you, as always. Like, no, but yeah, I just never can get into it. Just never can. But my dad can. Oh my God, he's watched that like 900 times. My mom and I are just like, but no, like I said, like, if you love it, that's fantastic. I just can't get into it. I don't know. I on the surface level, I feel like I should and I could and I want to, but at the end, I just can't, and I don't know why. It might be the fact that the guy's in a wheelchair at the beginning of the movie, and they're going like light speed and doing all this like space stuff, and they're like, they got light speed and they're still rocking wheelchairs these days. Good Lord. God, put me in the hyper chamber, or like the hyper sleep, for another 100, 300 years. I seriously, when I saw it, I'm like, gosh dang it, man. We're still doing this. We're still doing this, and when we have light speed, oh, that took me out of it like the first minute of the movie. I remember when it came out and people were so like they were like, I want to go to Pandora, and I was like, man, there must have been an experience at the theater that was better than watching on a little tiny TV. That might be the thing, right? It might be that the people who like love it, that I just can't figure it out, are the people who watched it in a theater and were like super excited because it was like probably visually incredible in a theater. I'm sure it is so much better in a theater. I'm sure. Rascal, I saw what you just did. Oh. Yeah. Scar, you need a Minecraft skin with a man bun on it. Oh, dude. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. I should have had one of the modelers like model out like a man bun. I should have done that. I should have done that. Oh, that would have been so funny. Oh yeah, I should have done that. That would have been. Oh man, now my imagination is going wild with that one. What's my favorite season of Hermitcraft? I often think about like season 4 as like the nostalgia one, because it was the season I joined. Yeah, it's a good idea to scratch your eye with a lightsaber. So that was the one I joined, right? So there's like a nostalgia. It's almost like looking back at Call of Duty. So it's like Call of Duty 4 was the best because of the nostalgia. But in reality, was it actually the best? I don't know. There was so much good energy in like season 6. I really enjoyed that. I don't know, maybe season 6. Season 7 was also wild, and season 8 is probably the season that annoys me the most in terms of how like amazing it was. And then for whatever reason, like people were like, oh, it's my least favorite one. It's like, wow, man, I had so much freaking fun in season 8. Season 8 was so much fun. Like, wow, I just froze for a second. Like in real life, like my brain's just like doo, 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 doo. But no, season 8 was so much fun. We had Bodum. It just felt like there was always so many fun, like cool interactions happening and stuff like that. It was also the season that I dealt with some like really severe health issues. And somehow still was like consistent as heck. Like I was still consistent. There was obviously some times, some spaces here or there, but still consistent. Streaming wise, not super consistent, but video wise consistent. It's interesting, right? Because I can be consistent dealing with some like very severe like physical health issues. I cannot be consistent with like mental stuff. So if like mentally, like I'm just not there, like I cannot make videos, nor will I push making videos in that scenario, because it's not right, in my opinion. I'm not gonna force that. But like physical, like I don't know. I can stop being a wimp and just push through it. But mental, no. That one's different, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, no, season 8 was fantastic. So it was so much fun. Yeah, we built our swaggin' wagons, the Bodum hole. That was so much fun. I love that. I love that. That was a really good one. I don't know if it was my favorite, because it's hard to say my favorite. They're all my children. But I definitely loved it. You guys probably want to see Minecraft. Hi, Minecraft's here. Woo! But yeah, curious in the chat. What was your favorite? What was your favorite season? What was your favorite? No, I like seeing you. Well, that would be the first person ever. Look at that. I can't look at that. Do you see that? Not even watching the screen, but I knew how to fly. We should do blindfold flying challenges through HERMITCRAFT maps. I bet it would go better than you think. Oh, God. Cub's touching on the good stuff here. Starship is launching, my boys. We're going. We're sending it. Oh, I'm so excited. Cub and I have been waiting for Starship since like 2017. Remember, Cub and I, we were watching like Falcon Heavy, and in and around that time is also when they released all like the renders for like what Starship would be. It wouldn't be, they had a lot of like conceptual ideas long before that, interplanetary shuttle or whatever it was called, all these different ideas and this and that's. But that was the first render that was real. Like quickly went from BFR to Starship, and they bought up all that land out in California in Newport Beach. They were going to build the Starship with carbon fiber, and they had all the machining and tooling and all that stuff. And then they're like, nah. And then they tore down all the stuff in Newport. They destroyed all the machining equipment to make it into carbon fiber. And then a little like water tower company was hired to make a little water tower that was actually a rocket prototype in the most obscure place in the United States, Boca Chica, Texas, the most southern tip of America. And finally, after all these years and the countless engineers that have like tirelessly like built the world's largest and most powerful rocket, we're sending it on Monday. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to watch it. It's probably going to happen while I'm asleep, because I live on the West Coast and its launch window is really early. There's a high chance I'm going to miss this. It's going to be rough. It is going to be rough. But yeah, super excited. Okay. Let's get to some work. As I said, solar panels. Let's start building them. How to build them? Don't know. That's why we have a recipe book. I think there's wood involved in these. Am I excited for the finale of Mandalorian season 3? I am, my friend. Very
Night
excited.
Rowley bit attacked. X1000. I was thinking about your on-stage off-stage entrances, and I think you should put a banner to represent the mirrors that are always there for costume checks. Also...
Oh, wait, you had more, but it cut off. Let's see. Mirrors that for costume checks. Also under the castle has to be... let's see. Oh, forklifts. Oh, that would be crazy in a cafeteria. Oh, I love that. I love that energy. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. No baby squeeze. Bad baby squeeze. Oh gosh, that was an unexpected part of Mando. That was really funny. Bad baby, no squeeze. Yeah, no, that's a really good idea about the mirrors. I love that. I love that. Alrighty. So we got our wood, and I believe it's planks. Look at me remembering crafting recipes. Wow, I'm quite the professional around here today. Bad baby, no squeeze. Those little Azellans or whatever they call them, they're cool little fellas. I like them. I like them. They were in that whatever that one Star Wars movie is that we don't talk about. So I didn't pay much attention to them, but I like them. I like them. Might be the only redeeming part of that. Rise of Groot or whatever it was called. I need a chest to build these. Ah, beautiful. What's the other material to make solar panels? Redstone? Oh, okay, sweet. We can grab some redstone. I genuinely have completely forgot how to make these. And here's me pretending I am a professional. Oh, please don't. No, no, not quartz. Please don't be quartz. Nobody has any quartz these days because of villagers. It's a true fact. It's a true fact. Think about it. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. With villagers giving quartz, we never have like raw quartz anymore.
500. Thank you so much for the amazing good times over the last year and a half. They have helped with times of loneliness and stress from moving to a new city.
Oh, and of course, Scarf has cut it off. Starting a new job, being fired, and now your comment's moving away. Fired and moving for another new job in a new country. Wow, you have made me laugh and smile through dark times. It means a lot, but as always, enjoy. Oh, Andy, I wish you the absolute best of luck with your new adventures. And those are tough. Those are definitely tough. But try to see it as like new and exciting adventures. And I think everybody here wishes you the most amazing luck in your new endeavors. Let's see. You have quartz at the redstone shop. Do I now? Well, I did not know that. Glad I streamed today. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. Impulse was there. Impulse was where? Impulse was there, but where was Impulse? Let's see. Have you seen a channel Nerd Forge? Ooh, no, I have not. But that sounds interesting. I'm just guessing by the name. Nerd makes nerdy things. Forge means make things. So do they make nerdy things? Which is very exciting. It sounds fun. Is the hot guy shop open? Don't say those things. No, it's not open yet. No, it's not open yet. It's not. It will be soon. At some point. Wow. I think people have been coming up here and taking things because these were all entirely filled. Every chest here was straight up full, and I never restocked the shop in the last couple of months. I think people have been coming up here and getting some supplies on the side up here. Little hermits out there. A little bit of side. You know, if you're gonna take something, you put a diamond in there. You could put a diamond in there. No, we're not talking about the Giphy shop. Hey, where are these quartz that we spoke so much about? Oh my gosh. Thank you for reminding me.
X500. Oppenheimer and the Barbie movie released the same weekend. I'm sorry, Scar, I'm gonna have to go with Barbie.
Oh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's a good choice too. It's a good choice too. It's a good choice. It's a good choice. But not the choice I'll make. Actually, I'm not gonna make either of those choices because I'm not going to the theater. What's your opinion on Phineas and Ferb? I've never watched Phineas and Ferb. I know, and I even know somebody worked on the production, and I still haven't watched it. I still haven't watched it. I know it's good. I do know that. Green got me watching that one show. I haven't finished it. It was only 2 seasons. Really good. Really enjoyed it. I think it got to the 2nd season, and then yeah, when I went into surgery, then I just got off track of it last year, the year before, 21 into 22. All the years blend together these days. So it happens when you get in your advanced age, such as myself, my advanced age. What was it called? There was the Mystery Shack, Funny Guy with the Hat, Gravity Falls. There you go. Really liked that. That was such a solid show. Loved it. Such a solid show. Advanced age of 46.
5,372 bit attacked. X500.
Sad fact is
be
way
careful,
younger
too
than that.
many saw that chest most, as I am sure Pearl will hear about it, so be careful.
Yeah, we got a situation out back, guys. It's bad. It's bad. I'm gonna leave it at that. Gravity Falls. I've gotten pretty far into it. I think I might start from the beginning again. I think I might. But I'm watching Clone Wars, right? Not Clone Wars, Rebels right now.
Chaotic sock bit attacked. X500. Scar, I've had a really tough time this year with mental issues and family troubles, and your videos, both old vids and new ones, have helped me a lot get through.
Oh, yeah, Scarvis, I'm so disappointed with you. Helped me a lot to get through the toughest days. I hope you have a great rest of your day and continue to have amazing life. I feel you on that. I feel you on almost every one of those accounts, and I'm so glad the videos helped. And the videos do help me too. I've been dealing with some of the similar things there, and this year has been brutal. So I feel you on those. But all the love to you. Have I seen The Last Airbender? No, I have not. Isn't that something that, didn't Dave Filoni work on that? Didn't our prize and wonderful Dave Filoni and his wonderful wolves work on that before Star Wars? I think, right? I think. Hey, look at that. There we go. That's how you make these things. I was like, I completely forgot how to make them. That's probably enough for now. What we're doing is pretty simple, but I need your help. Oh, it's nighttime.
Worldwide make Nebit attacked. X500. Hello, Scar.
Hello.
Your streams always brings me so much joy. I admire your creativity so much, and it inspires me so much for my...
Oh my gosh, Scarvis, I am going to be very upset with you. Let's see, brings me so much joy. I admire your creativity so much and inspires me so much for my own art. Dude, that's awesome. Hope you and Joe are doing great. Well, I hope you were doing great too. And thank you so much for the bits. I'm dodging. Yeah, that's very nice of you to say. Where's B-dubs when you need him, right? Where's our sleepy B-dubs? How many hospital carts have been delivered? Ooh, my. We're going to have to speak about this. There was a number given. There was actually a number given, and it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. I've got some big news coming up soon about all of this too. Let's see. 12 more carts were delivered this week. I don't know if there's a grand total on here, but it is a lot. Have I mentioned... Oh my gosh, I have been run over by a trolley. The trolley theory has come true. Okay, yeah, go-karts. Let's talk about the go-karts real quick. We finally are starting to get it moved into Europe. That's right. Am I supposed to say this? I don't know, but I'm excited. And when you're excited, it's okay if you spoil things. It's actually a real fact. It's a true fact. It's a made-up fact, but it could be a true fact. I'm making it a true fact. Yes. So we're carts have been approved for multiple hospitals in the UK. Carts have been approved for Sweden. The carts have shipped to Australia. They're on a boat. They're literally on a boat right now. I'm on a boat. Last from like 2008. So yeah, they're on a boat. Let's see what else. Let's see. The carts are. Oh, in Germany, They're still going through the approval just because they have to go through like a translator and then da-da-da-da-da-da. It's just a few extra steps, but no worries. They'll work it through it. So very exciting. So I think using Scar math, which is not always accurate, I think we've so far shipped to 6 countries. So let's run through them. So United States, I'm just working from where I'm sitting. So United States, Canada, just over there, UK, Australia, Germany, and Sweden. I think we've now represented everywhere a hermit lives. I think. Pretty sure. I got something pretty sweet happening next week. I'm gonna visit one. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. So yeah, we've delivered a lot. It's 100 plus at this point, and more to come through the summer. So very exciting. It's, I don't know, it vlog. I have not asked them yet, and I've been meaning to. But yeah, it's super exciting to see this actually come true, and also to see the money go to something helping people right now. Like that was one of the criteria, was like, I have if we're gonna raise this money, like I have to show, you know, the audience that the money that they donated went to this and is right here. Like you could literally see it actually in action, and not just like into a giant like charity black hole, which feels like a lot of charities are. It's just kind of like, it's gone. Like, but no, I can literally show you, like, this is the money that you donated, this is where it went, and this is like a kid that's enjoying it and loving it. So yeah. So it's super awesome. So as always, guys, a huge thank you for that event. Like you made magic. You made magic. So you guys are wonderful. I would love them to be on the Imp and Skimps podcast. If they ever invited me, I 100% would do it. I'd straight up fly to Arizona to do it. I love that podcast. I'm watching some of the backlog, a few of the episodes I missed, but I've watched the majority of their episodes. I love it. I love Impulse, love Skiz. They both have really good chemistry together. And then Skiz always, you know, like I said in the last life episode, I'm like, Skiz is kidnapping me. I'm gonna go with him because he's funny. Basically sums it up. Like, yeah, he can kidnap me. He's funny. Okay. All right, we got our solar panels. Let's go bring some light. All right. By the way, I lost my hot cat bow and I can't find it, and it makes me sad. Okay, so what I want to do is, if we're gonna have these lighting towers lighting up the castle, that is, they need to turn on at night. Them not turning on at night is a travesty and must be fixed. Problem is, and maybe you wizards out there with the redstone knowledge can help me with this, but I cannot figure out how to turn on that bottom redstone lamp. And as I'm adding these to the top here, let me know how to do that. I can't figure it out, because every time I do it, it blocks another solar panel or looks, you know, hokey. It's frustrating. But this way, it just brings like a little bit more functionality to the game. And as I've said for many years, you can go back to, 2014, when I was building a mine in my survival world pre-HERMITCRAFT. I'm like, we need energy in Minecraft, things to move. But we have very little things that turn, light, move. Unless you're Mumba, I guess. He made moving houses. I love the variety of tree styles. Thank you. I do try to add a few different styles just to give it variety over here. Literally for just my own my own curiosity of it. Half the stuff I do, right, is just like, will this be interesting? Have I played Jedi Fallen Order? I have. It's my favorite Star Wars game. I absolutely loved it. Get a poncho, lightsabers. I love like making the lightsabers, putting them together. Absolutely loved them. That game was fantastic. So the new game's coming out, and I think it's Jedi Survivor. I know it keeps getting delayed, So I think it might be coming out later this month, or are we already later in this month? I have no concept of time anymore. But yeah, can't get past the spiders. There were big creatures in Fallen Order. There were some tough ones. The one scene that I could barely get by, I think, was on Dathomir. And it wasn't like old shirtless guy, like old man hot guy. He was like a fallen Jedi or something. There was a creature deep into the planet. You kind of like flew it out at one point. It like broke out of its cave. That scene almost bested me. That creature almost bested me. That was a really hard level to get past.
Pictish warrior bit attacked. X500. Scar, I'm going to start streaming but have a speech impediment and serious health issues. Any tips?
Well, the first tip is don't let those. Whoa, I'm falling. Don't let those things stop you. Though don't let those things stop you in the absolute slightest. Those things might seem like a lot to you, or you may be worried of how people may interact with those things or this or that. But believe me, as somebody who has a lot of health issues, who's extremely dyslexic, who fails at just about everything it does when it comes to letters, people are supportive. People are nice. It's all about the community that you cultivate in your endeavor into streaming or YouTube and stuff like that. And that's something I learned from the very, very, very beginning was you set the expectations and the attitude by the way you represent yourself. So when you stream and stuff like that, the number one thing to do is to understand you might have some limitations, but those limitations are things you understand. Those things are the limitations that you own. Those limitations aren't things that people can use against you. And that's one of the biggest things to learn when you have like maybe a disability or something that potentially somebody may troll you about. But if you own your that thing and you know that that's just part of me, you can't touch that. You can't touch that. You can't hurt me. And that's at least the philosophy that I have. Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, who knows. But that's something I learned like right off the bat, was you just have to own it. You have to own it, and never, and I'm gonna repeat this, never feed into trolls. You ignore them, they get hungry and hungrier, and eventually they leave to go harvest on other poor unfortunate souls. So never give in to trolls. As much as it might feel good to like attack or whatever, in the end, that just gives them more reason to come back and come back and come back. But if you give them no nutrients, they will wither on the vine and die. And you never give in to them. So if you say you have, like a speech impediment, that should never hold you back. That should never hold you back. And other health issues and stuff like that, you just have to build your stream around your abilities. And for me, like, I'm the most inconsistent person imaginable because my health is so inconsistent. But if you set that up from the beginning for, say, your audience, like, hey, I'd love to have like a stream schedule and say like, I'm always going to go live on Monday or something along those lines. But I know that I cannot do that. And I tell that to the audience. I tell that to you. And you guys know that a lot of my stuff is intermittent. And that's just the way it is. Would I love to have a stream schedule? Yes. Do I think that's within my ability? No. So that's another tip, is like set the schedule and expectations, and then your audience will never be disappointed. Like that's what I realized long into my or not long into, or right at the bat, right? When I first started streaming, I never mentioned I was disabled. I never mentioned. Obviously, I had no camera. This is kind of pre-Twitch in a way, or at least pre-Twitch in the sense of being branded Twitch when I started. So I never talked about being disabled. And then I disappeared, and I kept disappearing for like health reasons. And then people just assumed that I just gave up, or I was lazy, or I didn't care. And so then what I did was I finally like talked about it. And it was actually really hard. It was really hard to actually just say like, hey, you know, this is kind of actually who I am. I remember making the video. I remember why I made the video, because it was after I had an anaphylactic reaction in the emergency room and I was intubated, and I was in the ICU for a couple days, and I was away from the channel for a while, and I realized like people pretty much just gave up on me. Like they were like, oh, you know, he probably just gave up, new YouTuber. They come and go, dime a dozen. But no, I wanted to say like, hey, you know, I'm not giving up. I'm not lazy. I actually really passionate and care a lot about the community that I want to build here, and I want to continue to do it. But I need to make sure that you guys understand that sometimes I might disappear. Reason being, I have some like pretty bad like health issues. Actually, no, I'm misremembering. That was one video I made. The first video I ever made explaining what was actually wrong with me. I remember kind of talking about like, hey, you know, I've been going through this trouble. I've been in the hospital for 2.5 weeks. And now I'm on TPN and stuff like that. And the reception of the audience was fantastic. They were incredibly supportive and understanding. And in my long-winded response, like, just set expectations on your channel for what you can and cannot do. And that is one of the biggest tips that I can give you. And I can give that to anybody who might not have a physical disability or anything along those lines. Setting expectations with your audience is really important on what they can expect. So then they don't feel disappointed, because, you know, they take their time to come and watch and support the channel and stuff like that. They need to know like, hey, there's times I won't be able to stream. There's an enormous spider on my hand. I'm not scared of spiders, but that's really scared me. I wasn't expecting a giant spider just to be walking on my hand. All right, he's gone. Have fun, spider. Anyway, I don't know if that helps at all. I go off on rants that I'm not entirely sure are coherent. Now the spider's just sitting on my stream deck. I'm genuinely not scared of spiders, but that kind of freaked me out. All right, so we got these lit up here. As you could see, I don't know how to light up the bottom light on the 2-stacker.
FYI, Pearl found a hot guybo in a cleaning lady trash can.
Oh, that's a broken one. That's a broken one. I remember when I just threw it in the garbage can. I remember that. That was really funny. I was just like, nah. So you see the bottom light? If you have an idea on how to light that one when it comes night, let me know. Because if I do a sensor off to the side, you could do that, but it's going to block the one below it. So, and I'm not really interested in completely redesigning the lighting towers, which I probably should have from the beginning. So yeah, if you have an idea, let me know. How did that not jump scare you? I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm just not scared of spiders. I mean, I picked up a black widow one time and I'm like, ooh, look at this. Then I was like, my brother's terrified of spiders. And I'm like, hey, look what I found. It's a really cool one. It's really thick. It's like, like if you see a black widow, like they're like really like black, shiny, like they're very evident. And when I was picking it up, I'm like, this is a different looking spider. It's like, look at this. Look. Hey, everybody. Hey, mom, dad, look, I found a really interesting spider. It's not like the normal ones. It's a fun one. Yeah, we found it under a rock. Well, I used to, I grew up born and raised in California where there's a lot of them. Okay. All right, let's grab some other supplies. We got more work to do. We got more lights to install. I got more lights to install.
5,372
it's a fun spider.
Attacked. X500. How many hot guybos are you going through per week or month? Love your content. It really cheers me up when you upload a video.
That's a good question. That is a fantastic question. Well, when I was able to be a little bit more consistent on YouTube, which I hope to be soon, I'll talk about that in a moment. Why has it just gotten horribly laggy all of a sudden? Oh my gosh. What have I done? Weird. Whoa, that's really strange. When I use dynamic lighting in this area, my FPS just tanks. Oh, you can't see the FPS, but I'm down to 12 FPS, 10 FPS, and I'm gonna take the light out of my hand. And now I'm just kind of chilling at about 45 frames per second. This is a very laggy area because of this. This thing's a way overkill and really, really laggy. But I do not know why dynamic lighting did that. That is very strange. It really threw me off. Christmas, hello, 73 months. Welcome, Christmas. Hope you're doing well. Hope your studies are going well too. You sound like a nerd. Thank you. I don't see anything wrong with that. Don't see anything wrong with that. What's wrong with the nerd? Nerds are cool. What I like about nerds is they're passionate about something. If in the definition, at least in my head, of being a nerd is that you're very passionate about something, and people who are very passionate about something are people that I like. And if I've seen this before, like I saw somebody once, there was a video like criticizing people that were very passionate about something. And it's like a person that's very passionate about something is an interesting person. Somebody who just has no hobbies, no passions or anything like that are relatively not very interesting. They're not very interesting people, very shallow people. But nerds, like, they have a lot of depth to them because they have a lot of knowledge on this topic that they're like really, really, really excited about and passionate about. That's why I like nerds. Nerds hurt my teeth. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Nana 2
I do need more of this dust, so.
X1000. Best redstone suggestion about the lights. Ask Etho, smiley face. My daughter and grandkids showed me your streams and I've.
Oh, sorry. Your last message, or the last part of the message got cut. No. Where was it? Let's see. Oh, and you followed ever since. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad you enjoyed the streams. That's fantastic. I could ask Eth though. I'm not sure if a beef from Last Life or Limited Life or Double Life carries over to HERMITCRAFT.
X500. Speaking of nerds and depth of knowledge, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Star Wars shows?
Oh, that's a good question. Great question. Oh, Rascal, we're going deep now. We're going in. Okay, yeah, let's go off. Let's just start with Ahsoka being the most recent, or the show coming up. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I've been trying not to get overly excited about trailers because I've been just kind of let down a lot lately from some shows and movies. But I've let myself get very excited about Ahsoka. I'm very excited. So I've watched the trailer 9 times, probably more. And I saw the extended trailer from Star Wars Celebration before it got taken down on YouTube. So I'm not going to spoil anything from that because I don't want to like ruin anything if anybody's avoiding trailers. But there's some good stuff in there. So I'm very excited about Ahsoka. I'm watching Rebels right now to try to, catch up, understand, remember some of the little things I may have forgotten. Wait. Oh gosh, you mean we broke that for absolutely no reason? And I'm gonna need more. Anyway, I'm really excited about it because it's kind of an extension of Rebels, and signs. I'll take a look at those in a minute. So it's an extension of Rebels, which is good because I think we all kind of want more Rebel. And it's an extension of Mando. And it does appear that we're going to be going where we've never gone before. So that's really exciting. We're going to maybe see some new stuff, and best of all, Thrawn. Very excited about Thrawn. I really love the Thrawn character. Okay, this is interesting. I never saw or read the original Heir of the Empire. I was really young when we had it, and my brothers read it. But I remember looking at the cover of the book and getting like really excited, like, I don't know. I think most of the stuff my brother told me from the book was actually fake and him just pulling my leg. But I do want to read that. I have read the newer like canon Thrawns. So I'm excited about that. Okay. Yeah, Ahsoka, we're all excited. We know what's going on there. What's after Ahsoka? Visions is coming, which I'm excited about Visions because it's a variety of art styles. Not that the last ones were like bad just because they were one style or anything, but I'm excited to see like the variety of art. There's like a claymation, there's tons of different styles, which I'm really, really hyped about. So yeah, I think that'll be a really good show. I'm very excited for the claymation version of Star Wars. What else? What's next? So after Visions, we got Tales. Not Tales of the Sith as I wanted, but I'll take Tales of the Jedi any day. What is next after that? Are we getting Acolyte next? Is that the next one? I don't know a ton about Acolyte because I haven't watched the Low Republic or High Republic or not Low Republic. I have not seen the or read the High Republic, so I don't know a ton. But they do talk about it being like a bit more about the Sith, which is exciting. And I did see a very shaky cam video of the trailer from Celebration. And for what I saw, it looked really good. It kind of had the same quality look as Andor, which was good. So yeah, I don't know really what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what's next. What's after that? Oh, Andor season 2. So yeah, Andor will be good. I do hope with Andor that so like, okay, you know my stance on this one. Oh, Skeleton Crew. I don't even know when Skeleton Crew comes out, but that also looks nice. That does look really cool. My thing with Andor is like, I kind of hope that they take the quality, the great acting, the great writing, the great sets, the real sets, near no volume, and just maybe take like just a little bit of like the fun that Filoni puts in the Star Wars, and like just like it would be the best show ever. Just a little more Star Wars in it would be really good. And also the star part. Can we do maybe just a tiny bit more in the stars? Like just a little bit. Don't have to get crazy, but we really have gotten outside of the stars lately. Just maybe have a little bit more in ships would be really nice. Like there's been such a lack of ships. I really miss the ships. We get it in Bad Batch, which is good. Just want a little more space.
S0 and the Flybit attacked. X500. I love listening to you rant about Star Wars despite knowing literally nothing about Star Wars. Lamau. It's nice to see people talk about stuff
they're passionate. I bet that's what you ended there. I bet that's what it ended with. I love the fact that most people don't know what I'm talking about, and it really
for doing the Dracon sponsor when you did, because sure I needed new earbuds, but they also work surprisingly well as earplugs for when I get overstimulated.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad that helped you. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm really happy to help you. Wonderful. Who is this flying wonder over here? Oh, it's a wild Cleo. I could see that had a hair a mile away.
X500. Hi Scar, are you going to be collecting and playing the physical Hermitcraft TCG that Beef is releasing?
Oh, well, wait, are we supposed to talk about that? Yeah, he announced it. I'm going to be doing a lot of signing. Apparently, I'm going to get a box in the mail, and I need to sign a bunch of cards, which I'm like actually really excited about. I think it'll be really fun. I don't know why. Like you'd think like, oh, it's just signing things. I don't know. It just seemed fun to me. I don't know, what do I do all day? Just play blocks. Sounded fun. But yeah, no, I'll probably play it. Everybody's saying mom, but why? Jelly, was mom over there? I'll let you out later. Oh, Cleo. Oh, okay. I was drawing an absolute blank there. Okay, so Skeleton Crew. I know next to nothing about Skeleton Crew. I think it's like a Voyager situation, Voyager Star Trek, that is. Like, don't the kids get launched off into like nowhere land or something? But somehow it ties into the Mandoverse. I'm very confused, but very intrigued. So I know almost nothing about that, but intrigued. I have no idea when it's going to come out. So that's it for the shows, I believe. I don't think they announced anything because Star Wars announced like a droid show that's not going to happen probably. They announced Lando, which doesn't seem to be going anywhere. So I don't think those are coming. Rangers was canceled. So I think that's it for shows, if I'm not mistaken. If we go on to the movies, controversy time. I've been so let down in terms of movies because Lucasfilm has been promising movies for years. Like, if we go off of what they said last year, I think we would have expected a trailer for oh my god, I can say this gentleman's name off stream, but I cannot on stream. It is a stream. It is a stream. Yeah, we talked about Acolyte. It is a stream curse. I just cannot say this gentleman's name. This has always happened. I legitimately cannot. I don't know why. It's just one of those weird quirks. Like, I can say this person's name perfectly, and then when I'm streaming, like, my brain's just like, derp, nope. Yeah, I'll call him IG12 guy because he did the voice for IG12. So that Taitiki, I know I'm gonna mess up his name, and I'm not even gonna disrespect him like that. I don't know why. My brain, sometimes there are words when I stream I just cannot say. I'll call him Ty for short. It'll help me. I don't know why. It's a weird stream thing. Sometimes people have like weird little like things they just can't do on stream. Taika. There we go. That's his nickname. I forgot. Anyway, so the Taika movie was like they said it was in production, and it turns out like he hadn't even written anything apparently. So, and then there was always the whole Rian Johnson series. There was the guys who made Game of Thrones series. That it's just been one movie after another that's failed. So I don't put a ton of like hopes or dreams in any movie, and that's mainly just to not be disappointed anymore. Like like I said before, I've been really disappointed with quite a few things. So I've been trying to like just maybe not have so many expectations. And when it comes to like Dave's movie, I could probably see that potentially being a reality. I could see that being a reality. I could see the Ray being a reality because they brought her literally out on stage. Am I excited about any of these movies? I don't know. I don't know why, but like it's just been like one Star Wars movie disappointment after another. So I think I'm just tempering my expectations. I don't see that like old Star Wars movie ever happening. That just seems like one that's gonna fail. And like where some of my like frustrations comes from is like, but it was just wait, I'm gonna need another block. I need lime green blocks. I want to turn all of these solar panels so at night it's really cool when these all flick on. What was it? James Mangle or something? What's his name? I forgot. Like James something or other. He had a script. He turned it in and quit like three weeks before Star Wars Celebration. And he's like, I'm out. And then all of a sudden now they have another writer on it. Like another writer. It's like Marvel has issues, but not as many issues as Star Wars has when it comes to this stuff. It's like, yikes. I don't know. Someday maybe, but I'm not gonna get excited about movies. Not gonna do it. Not gonna get disappointed anymore. I'm keeping my eye on things that are like announced and have literal trailers like Ahsoka. There we go. Nice. That looks great. That's what I want to do. I want this whole area to just light up at night, and I think it just adds like a little extra energy to the area. Nerd Talk with Scar. Are you excited for the limited life recording tomorrow? I am and I'm not, because it very well probably my last episode. And that's bittersweet. That's bittersweet. It's gonna be a wild one. Buckle up, buckaroos, because this is gonna be a wild episode. Wait, hold on. I gotta time this correctly. No, I didn't time it correctly. Dang it. There we go. I gotta fix that up there. Oh, frustrating. Anyway, it's gonna be a wild recording for sure. I am gonna go straight out and try to kill somebody immediately to get another hour, or a half an hour, that is. There we go. Sweet. This will be so fun when it lights up at night. Let me check in with the chat. What are you guys up to? No, I've never played Terraria before. I've never played Terraria. In your opinion, how is Limited Life compared to the other seasons? Ooh, that's a good one because each season does have its own unique style and vibe to it. I would say at the beginning of this, I was a little... I don't know. I didn't have my feet under me in the first like episode or two. And then as the season's gone on, like I feel like I have like a good groove and like a good flow, good story and all of that. Oh, hello there, Jelly. You scared me. Yeah, the spider on my hand didn't scare me, but that did. That's just very strange. Anyway, oh my gosh, you gotta get the right timing of this so I don't... No! 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 There's gotta be a simpler way of doing this. There we go. It took me like a little bit. Like it feels like every season I had like a arc like immediately in the first episode, and this one I didn't. And I do account that for my kind of difficult mental health right now. Like things are just not coming as fast and as quick. My head is very clouded. Hello. I'll come back to this because this is under this, so it's blocking the sun. I'll fix that. I'll fix that in some way or another. I'll come back to that. I just want to keep working my way down the line. Oh, this is going to be block 2. And so is this one. All right. Well, I'm going to worry about those later. I'm just going to continue so I can make progress down the line instead of worry about those. Anyway, but no, now I'm like, I don't know. I really feel like I have like a groove in it and loving it. I love the family. I love the clockers. It's been really fun. So I've done little things with Cleo, but never like a big, long, like, you know, thing like Limited Life. So that's been a really, really fun thing to hang out with Cleo, and she's just the best. So it's really fun and easy to record with her. And we all know I love B-dubs. So like having both of them, it's been an absolute pleasure to record with them. And I think we've had like really good chemistry and like ideas and all sorts of fun stuff from the series. So why are you not working? Oh, it's nighttime. Oh, it's funny. So yeah, it's been really, really fun. And I think this next episode is going to be chaos. So where this series is very different from the prior seasons is the fact that, oh, I can do this one. I can't do this one. Oh, this is way more complicated than I thought. I might have to move that one over a block. Anyway, that we can be a little bit more free with the kills. Or be a little bit more daring, if you will. Like, for instance, if you want to like mess around a little bit more cavalier, because, you know, in the other ones you had such a finite amount of life, so you'd be very cautious to try to do something. And this, it gives you a little bit more room to try to do something a little more crazy. So that's what's been really fun and maybe a little different from the prior seasons. And I think that's really cool. And it's a testament to Grian's creativity. Like, he keeps coming up with like new and interesting twists to make this series fun and relevant, which is really cool. Like, you can keep the same kind of vibe, but every season has its own unique style.
How did you like the funny episode where Gem just swatched with Cleo cause Cleo's PC problems?
Rewatch on Cleo recent. Wait, I'm confused. How did you like the funny episode where Gem switched? Oh, with Cleo. That was great. Okay, so that's broken. We need to fix this. And we need to... Okay, I can do this one. I'll move that one over, but I can do this one easy. It was wonderful to record with Gem. And Gem is another person I have never had a chance to like do anything like that before with. And it was wonderful. Gem did fantastic, because that's not an easy thing. First of all, limited life recordings, last life, double life, anything like that, is a very difficult record. That, and especially for somebody that hasn't progressed through the series, to jump in and fill a role, Gem did fantastic. Like, wonderful. Like, she did a really good job. I didn't interact with Lizzie too much in this particular thing, but she also did really, really well. But, you know, I spent most of the episode with Gem, so I've worked firsthand knowledge of that, and she did wonderful. Hats off to her, because that's like I said, that's not an easy thing. It's a wild series, and then the like fill in where there's like storylines and this and that. It's yeah, that's not easy, and it was really nice to record with her. She's usually like winding down for the day when I wake up. When I wake up, like, oh, it's like one person that's on the way out, like, you know, like ending for the day. So it was nice to finally do something. Oh yes, of course, I was her favorite son after all. Of course. There we go. Sweet. So yeah, limited life has been really interesting, especially with the time. Like, that's been really fun.
X500. I love how you could tell the only info Gem got was Scar is your favorite child and kill Etho.
And kill Etho, exactly. Exactly. I have finally reconciled with the fact that B-dubs will always betray me when Etho's around. And I've come to peace with it. I've truly come to peace with it. I've come to peace. It will happen, and it'll happen. Jim was even told that I was her favorite son. Am I excited for MCC 30? I am very excited for MC 30. We talked a little bit about it at the beginning, but yeah, very excited about it. Almost, let's see, year and 2 months. Are you talking about this length of the season? Because I do believe that is the length of the season currently, which has been a long season. It's been a long season. There we go. I'm gonna have so much mess to clean up after this. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have so much mess. We need a Bodum team MCC. Oh, 100%. 100%. So we have everybody, right? Now, Mumbo doesn't do MCCs, but I think, didn't we find out that you can only have 4 people and that's 5? So we can have Pearl, we got Grian, we can have Impulse, and we can have me. That is a Bodum team. Scott, hello. Hello, wonderful Scott. Can we have Bodum team? Thank you. Bye. That's all I got to say. Can we have Bodum team? Thank you. All wearing a Mumbo skin. Nailed it. Nailed it. That would be a genuinely really fun MCC. I want to do that. I want that MCC to be a reality. At some point, I need that to be in my life. I need that to be in my life. All wearing Mumbo suits. Dude, I even have that Mumbo Scar suit. Maybe we could do a thing where we like combine, like morph our skin into a Mumbo skin. The fans want it. Yes, the fans want it, Scott. No! There we go. I have so much mess I'm gonna have to clean up.
And Daikitogi may bit attacked. X500. Q and Asuka, if Team Ties dies before the family, will you then invite Etho Jad back?
You know, the ball's in Dad's court, to be honest with you. Goodbye, Jelly. The ball is in Etho's court on that one. If he wants to come back after getting milk, then he can come back.
X1000.
Is there a Ravager somewhere? There is actually a Ravager just above us. Good ear. Good ear, my friend. There is one. If you buy a bed from the elf, you get a mandatory free gift. Let's see. Let me check on the chat. A Mumbo for CEO. Didn't Mumbo get dethroned from the CEO? Isn't that how that went in season 8? Like, he was our CEO, and then he got like demoted. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure. There was a Mumbo CEO song that I don't think ever got played in a video, but we had it in our Bodum chat. Like, we had our like a private like Bodum chat, and there was a Mumbo like CEO, or it was like Mumbo Jumbo CEO, look at him go. I don't know. It was something like that. It was hilarious. I don't think it ever got played. I wonder if it ever did. Did you guys ever hear the Mumbo CEO song? I don't know. I'm really curious. Did you guys ever hear the Mumbo CEO song? No. Yeah, I think it was like the Bezos one. That's interesting. So you never heard the Mumbo CEO song? Huh. Interesting. There's a HermitCon.
Unknown
We play the Mumbo song.
5372-bit attacked. X500. You should play it for us.
No, it's not mine, so I couldn't do that. But if the guys who made it wanted to, they could. No, obviously I couldn't. That's their business. But I can tell you about it because it was funny. I could definitely tell you about it. Maybe it'll be heard one day. I think I could do one right here to light this area potentially up, but we'll start here. It looks like that is going to go right over the edge. Perfect. Let me check in the chat. How are you guys doing? When will your next episode be out? Ooh, great question. When will my next episode be out? So I've been trying to make my episode all week. So right off the bat, when it comes to videos right now, I don't want to force things. As I said, I've been in a very kind of precarious, like, mental health mind state for the last couple months. And if I'm not feeling like great, I do not want to force a video. So I've been cautious with, you know, where I'm at and stuff along those lines. I have been trying to record a video because I want to record a video. Gosh darn it, I really want to record a video. But this week has been difficult. There's been quite a few things that's come up. I spent like, I don't know, like 6 or 8 hours at the hospital this week that just burnt me to the core. It was a really, really, really long day full of tests and procedures and this and that. And it wiped me out. And then just dealing with some, like, my neuromuscular disease sometimes does this thing where it's like, hey, you thought you had plans? Just kidding. You're going to be in bed for 3 days. And I've been hit with that 3 times in a row lately. And that's a problem. And it's very frustrating because, I don't know, yeah, you could consider this a job, I guess, whatever. If the tax man wants to call it a job or something, whatever. But like, this is like not only, it's of many things this is to me. One of the things is an escape from the world, an escape from my health, like family troubles, you know, like the sad and terrible things that have happened to my family this last while and all this stuff. Like, it's my escape from all of that sad stuff. And is that gonna work? Yeah. And so when I can't do it, it also makes me even sadder. So it's like this weird cycle, right? You don't want to record when you're kind of in a down spiral because you don't want to like fake it, like, hey, every guy, I'm so happy. But you also want to do it because it might snap you out of that bad cycle, because it often does that, especially streaming. Like, so it's a weird like balancing act. As I said, I can like, in a weird way, I can like force myself, like when I'm like physically down to record, because I can just put that aside. Like, I was a competitive swimmer. You had to put a lot of stuff aside to compete, right? But when it's mental health stuff, you got to be a little more cautious with that. That's more finicky. That's like creativity, right? Creativity comes and goes and does as it pleases, and it's the same with like your mental health. You gotta take care of it. Gotta take care of it. But like I said, I desperately want to start like getting regular again with my videos. Sound like I'm talking about my bowels, but
X500.
But I really want to.
You're taking your mental health seriously because you matter, Scar.
I appreciate
we love you
that
so much.
I appreciate that. I think one thing I realized is in the last few years, I don't know, everybody went through a lot. There was some stuff that were very, very, like, very difficult, like life-changing, you know, 3 family members lost, like all the health stuff I dealt with you know, a year and a half ago, resulting in, you know, a major surgery that, you know, put me in the ICU and on a ventilator for 4 days. And in some regards, like, I'm not sure I ever like fully like kind of recovered from any of it, if that makes sense. Like, just kind of never took stock of it and just let my like body heal from any of it, like physically and mentally. And then this year something really like knocked me off, and then it was just like all over. It was like, oof. It all kind of hit, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's just been tough. But it doesn't mean I don't want to make videos. I desperately want to make videos because I enjoy the heck out of it. And I miss like just being regular and like being creative constantly. I really want to get back into that space again. I think my creativity's there. It's just really like slow.
Unknown 5,372
it comes. It just comes in like a week. It feels like
500. Taking your health seriously is very important, and you should focus on that and not on making videos we can happily wait.
Yeah, but like I said, like making videos and being productive and doing stuff is also important in its own right too. It's like you gotta take care of your health. You can't push yourself, but you also need to keep doing stuff. You can't leave the world, right? You can't leave the world, because eventually you'll get into like this vicious cycle of just kind of doing nothing, and that just gets worse and worse. So it's a really, really like tight like balancing act of like finding like the right pathway, if that makes sense. There we go. Sweet. Now we gotta fix the walls. Now we gotta fix the walls. Now we gotta fix them up. There we are. But I have been doing something in HERMITCRAFT lately. It's been a little bit fun. Is, you know, we have our HERMITCRAFT meetings, but sometimes those can be like, you know, figuring out server things, this and that. Like, should we add a data pack, or when on earth is Mojang gonna update the game? You know, like stuff like that. So I'm doing the thing now where it's like a pure brainstorm session. No like, you know, meetings style topics or anything along those lines. Like it's pure brainstorm sessions, and we've only been able to do like one of them basically because I missed like 2 weeks for some of the stuff I mentioned. But they're really fun, and it's something I really, really want to like do more of with the group, is like to just have these like really fun, casual, no, you know, expectations brainstorming sessions. And the first one we did was really, really fun, because we do some of the brainstorm sessions, but sometimes they're attached to meetings, and meetings can run long sometimes, so you get kind of, you know, tired. But if you have like a creative session that's completely detached from any of that, it's really, really fun. My next one is shopping district. It's just shopping district. I want to bring back. I want to do something in the shopping district. Like we need to like look at it and see what we can do better.
How gorgeous and intricate Scarland is looking. Happy spring.
Oh well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. TCG. I gotta say, TCG.
Kazbak Gaming bit attacked. X500. Just thinking about the blocked lights. If you're willing to adjust behind them slightly, you could run a redstone line along the building trim to power them rather.
Wait, let's see. Let me. Stinking Scarvis is always cutting it off. Let's see. You could run a redstone line along, trim the power, rather than using a sensor direct. Oh, so you would use one single sensor and then just have the redstone running all the way across. Ah, I see. Yeah, that could work too. I kind of committed at this point to the sensors. I put so many of them down. Careful with the elytra. Oh, yes. We are running low. But yeah, no, brainstorm sessions and creativity always fascinate me. Creativity is such an interesting thing.
Safi live bit attacked. X500. Is there anyone you'd love to be teamed with for MCC? Hope you're doing
anyone
well.
Anyone would love to be teamed with MCC? Hope you're doing well. Well, first of all, that Bodum team, Scott, would be really fun. I don't know. Like the thing with MCC is I like to be surprised. I like to be surprised with meeting new people. And a lot of the people on MCC, I don't know super well. and everyone I've met has been amazing. And I kind of like just waking up and seeing whatever Scott, like what team Scott put me on, and see what new person I could meet this time. Like otherwise, how would I have met any of these amazing people like Jojo and Pete and Tubbo and all these just like really, really, really nice and amazing people. And yeah, I wouldn't even known what to even say. Like, hey, I want to team with this person and that person, because I didn't know them very well. So that's what I just love, is just being surprised on like who am I going to meet today? Who am I going to meet in this one? Like, I'm excited about it. I was excited about meeting new people. Like, I haven't spoken to. Oh no, we're breaking things. So yeah, I'm excited about meeting people on this team. I'm gonna be on. So yeah, I don't know. There's not like one specific thing. Like I said, I just like meeting the new people that I've never met before. That was one of the things that I wanted to do with MCC. There were 3 things. One, this is embarrassing, get better at Minecraft. 2, I wanted to meet people. And 3, wait, what was 3? Oh, 3, get consistent with streaming again. And I succeeded with that last year. MCC is the huge reason why I was consistent with streaming again. And so far, all 3 of those things are, well, maybe 2 of them are working. I'm meeting new people and I'm streaming more regularly. I'm not sure about getting better at Minecraft. That is, that's debatable, but regardless, I am having an absolute blast with MCC. Don't forget Build Mart with Green. Well, that's the thing. If there is a Build Mart, with the Bodum team, that has to happen. That has to happen. We got to rig the vote. We've got to rig the vote to make that happen. Got to rig the vote. Also, I've won. So I have an MCC coin in the bag. Now I want to win again because I want 2 coins to make glasses. Yep, I want spectacles. I want MCC coin spectacles. I want to win again. Pearl hates Build Mart? Interesting. Well, I've never had a good Build Mart, to be honest. Every Build Mart I've had has been an absolute embarrassing disaster. I think we fixed all the walls. I think we're back. I think we're good. But yeah, no, every one of them has been a disaster. The first one was my first MCC. It was overwhelming. My brain shut off. And then there was Sands of Build Mart. And that was the worst.
X500. What was a fab MCC team? Also, this is a very fun stream.
What was my favorite MCC? I love the one where I wear the Top Gun shirt. I think that maybe was with H-Bomb. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard. It's like all my children. I loved hanging out with Tubbo. Pete was always super nice and always. See, Pete's very, very good, but very chill. So that was really nice. In those first 2 MCCs that I did, having Pete and Martin and Rye, they were super, super chill. And that was really good for me because obviously I was new to MCC and they had a lot of experience. So I was like, I'm going to hold the team back. But no, they were super, super nice. So I always appreciate that with them. And in turn, even though I don't have a lot of knowledge to pass on, I tried to do that for B-Dubs when his first one, just any knowledge I had or anything that I could give to him, I tried to. I don't know if that helped or not, but I tried. Is this stream PG? Of course it is. Of course. Welcome to Scarland. Welcome to Scarland, the greatest theme park in all of Minecraft. Okay, I'm happy with those. I'm going to mess with those other ones off camera because I do not know what to do with them. I do not know what to do with them. Okay, so we've got those complete. I got those complete. Hey, the phrasing. I'm still standing on this hill. I'm gonna stand on my high hill here. Bang doesn't mean bad things. Thank you. That's my TED talk. Welcome to. Why can't I pull my shovel out? There we go. I'm standing on that hill and I'm never gonna get off of it. Right, Wriggles? Hey man, that's right. That's right. Man. Where is your dragon, by the way? Oh, we found it. We found the dragon. Okay, I haven't showed this yet. Okay, so the dragon is loose. If you're not familiar, Doc M and his Shadow Collective, or whatever they are, Redstone geniuses, figured out how to take the Minecraft dragon from the end and bring it into the overworld via just plain old vanilla mechanics. Nobody ever thought that would be possible. I have one myself now. Like, I own one of the dragons. That dragon used to live right up here. See that block right there? It would circle that block. And somehow it broke free and is now threat. I thought this was limited life for a second. I had flashbacks. I was like, where's my bucket? Oh god, I'm gonna die. I only have an hour left. There was a lot of feelings just went through my head there. Wow. I was like, I had a lot of feels. I had a lot of feeling. I'm not playing limited life. I may be wearing the limited life skin at the moment, but whew. Whew, man. Anyway, so as I was saying, the dragon broke free and is slowly migrating this way. Threatening falls. There it is. Okay. I'm going to keep my distance because the last thing I wanted to do is go, disturb like Falso's amazing base here. So we're just going to let it be chill here. It's currently just doing big circles. But if it's damaged, according to the Shadow Collective or whatever their name is, it's the Hive Mind. I like the Shadow Collective. Maybe I need a Shadow Collective. Do you guys want to be my Shadow Collective? You'll teach me cool redstone. We'll compete with Doc. Okay. All right. We're gonna create the Shadow Collective in the Discord. That's a new channel. It's where you guys teach me redstone and we defeat Doc. Good plan, everybody. Good plan. The Shadow Collective against the Hive Mind. We should all just be actually just terrible at redstone, but we threaten Doc like crazy. Like, Doc, you better watch out. The Shadow Collective is here. The Shadow Collective. He's gonna shiver in his little horns. His little goat horns over here. Like, I don't know if the Hive Mind can compete. Wait, what's Doc's voice? I don't know if the Shadow
and Daiki move it attacked.
But I'm scared.
X500. Shadow Collective sounds like a part of Sith mythology.
It does. Oh, dude, we're gonna have to wear like black robes with like red jewels. Oh my god, this is getting deep. This is getting deep. The Shadow Collective. Oof. Yeah. So that's my dragon, by the way. Shadow it's called because it's lack of spawn proofing. That's a good one. Anyway, let's do a quick rundown of what Scarland has in store. Because like I said, I want to be more regular with my videos. I want to stream more. I want to get out of my slump. I want to fix this. I have to fix it in my head so that I can get back and enjoy what I love. So, first thing, boom. Scarland Tour. Turnstiles. We need turnstiles that work. Shadow Collective, get on that. Sounds so aggressive. So we have turnstiles that work. Oh, a Scar Cult. Dude, you know what? I could create a cult, right? Dude, we could have an island too. It's like the cult island. And we have like a giant statue of Jelly on the cult island.
You have a visitor, good sir.
Slurpees. The cult's all about good times, right? We have our island. We praise Jelly. We have Slurpees. We get really angry about Star Wars. We don't really care that much about Marvel, but we do like it. We're just kind of casual fans, but we get sweaty when we watch Star Wars. And we have Notepad with us to keep notes. What else do we do on our cult island? We have a dartboard with Bob Jacobs' face on it. I love it. Okay. All right, Shadow Collective. Assemble. turnstiles. Okay. And then we need some kind of transportation thing right here. Okay. I'm still working out these details. I was kind of getting some ideas the other day on how I want to do this, but we're going to do a building here and a building on that side. That side, I do not know what occupies the building yet, but here is where my TCG arena will go. And I'm going to take some of the ideas I had from when TCG first started, where I wanted to sponsor the box at Azuma's arena. So I'm going to take the ideas that I had for sponsoring that box and actually implement it into a full-on TCG arena. This is the arena where you go to have fun, not high competition. There's going to be booing, there's going to be cheering, so it's all about sound effects. The whole thing's going to be rigged up with like crazy sound effects. It's going to be designed to be like an opera house. So the TCG arena, like the place you play, is going to be on a stage, and then there'll be like a typical theater seats going up, and then people will be able to like push buttons or use horns, however I figured it out. They'll be able to do cheers and boos and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be really fun. A TCG sitcom. That is such a good idea.
Regulus Serbit attacked. X500.Discord cult channel has been created.
Thank you, Reed. That's amazing. Shadow Collective, assemble. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's such a good idea. Okay. Let's think about this. I have so many ideas in my head. You have created. There's like a tunnel, right? And you have your thoughts, right? There's like, oh, here's me talking to the stream. Here's me making sure the stream is alive on this side. Here's me monitoring the chat. Here's me thinking about, what I'm building or saying or whatever, right? And that pipe all of a sudden got completely blocked of how I could make this into a soundstage. So if we go back to say season 6, we made the Concorp TV studio. We can use inspiration from that.
72-bit attacked. X500. You have to make a big jelly for us to meet and give you really good redstone advice.
Really good redstone advice. I love that unknown. Thank you for the bits. Dodging.
Clankest bit attacked. X500. It's a great big beautiful TCG.
Oh, I love that. That's clever. That's clever. I like that. It's a great big beautiful tomorrow. Just a TCG away. Okay. So yeah, we have two options here, and I really like that sitcom idea. So you design it right, like so it kind of fits the Main Street aesthetic. But when you go inside, it's like a sound stage, similar to like the Concorp season 6 base. Oh, I love that. Oh, we could do so many cool like designs in there. Okay. All right. That's a great idea. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Over here, I don't know what, but maybe like a place to store my TCG cards. Like not only TCG, but maybe like this is kind of like a decked out area where we could have like anything we get from decked out, anything from TCG can all be stored in this shop, and we can sell what we don't need or we're trying to trade for. So that all goes here. Totally a Seinfeld style sitcom. Oh gosh, that would be amazing. I love that idea. Okay. Yeah, keep these ideas going, Shadow Collective. Assemble. All right. Yeah, we got to take down the hive mind. Okay. Anyway, so now we stand here. Yeah, just don't look too closely in there. I need to finish these buildings, even though I finished the interiors and I think they look cool. I need to build like the stands for the jelly ears, so that's still a work in progress. Most of the windows are now filled, so we got our window displays, so that's good. And we need to do the same over there for the food. These buildings won't have interiors like this particular one because it's a backstage area. So this is just kind of like a maintenance area for cast members to go in and out to do maintenance in case the storage system breaks. There's magic hands, man. These buildings are complete, so I'm terrified of those. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave Brittany alone. Okay, we're safe. I think all of these buildings are complete for the most part. I think, yeah. We got the bathrooms over here. Perfect, check. I love seeing some actual complete progress. Don't you? Like, when you walk through these areas, you realize, like, these are done. Like, these are actually done. Obviously, you can always add some other little trinkets and things. Why am I missing blocks over here? Why is there missing chairs and stuff? Weird. What happened to my flowers? What happened to all my flowers? There's a rose garden supposed to be back here. What am I missing? I'm missing something. What happened? I don't know. I'm missing something. Anyway. So we have the flowers here. I need to put those down there. This area is complete. Plus we have the fun Easter eggs of Scott and Flip's apartments up there. Why am I moving fast now? Why is everything haunted? I mean, literally that is actually haunted, room 237. Weird. Anyway, this area over here is
unknown 5372 bit attacked. X500. Sorry about the chairs, but I needed a sitting area so the table might disappear too. Sorry about that.
I'm so confused. Inside here is obviously just kind of maintenance, and that probably will stay the same. This here is another like backstage entrance, so that just brings you back here in case you need to fix something once again. And then these interiors need a little more work, but this is just little things that I can do off camera. Wow, it got laggy again. And then that just works its way all the way across to here. Man, there's mobs everywhere. And of course, this one is another backstage entrance just because there is so much redstone and you need ways to like get back to them and get up to it. So that is another redstone access point. So that's Main Street. I still someday want to do a parade down Main Street. Maybe, oh my gosh, the ideas are coming today. What if we incorporate some hermits into this? What if we make like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 floats, right? We do parade floats, that is. Maybe we do a platform, like a basic platform, and the hermits can come to the platform and then build something on the platform to make an actual parade. Wouldn't that be cool? That could be really fun. It could be like a fun like collab project to get like hermits, you know, have something fun to do in Scarland. I think that'd be really fantastic. I did this, by the way. I did this. I hope you're proud, Cleo. I did this. Tipped over popcorn bucket and another popcorn bucket just with the top pieces right there spilling over. Anyway, let's move over here. So this is Futureland. I don't know what to do with Futureland, but I'm excited about it. This is the Adventure Isles. And I do know what I'm going to do with this one. There is a Minecrafter, and I feel bad because I forgot their name because somebody sent it to me a while back, but they figured out how to make like a perpetually moving Minecraft boat, like a lazy river, if you will. So I want to make my own version of a jungle cruise.
Clankest bit attacked. X500. Please have Elliot in the parade. He was the best part of the Main Street Electrical Parade.
Oh man, I love the dragon in the Main Street Electrical Parade. When I was a kid, I loved that. I get you. So I want to do that here. So what I want to do with the music disc is I want to do a narration. So when you get in the boat, you put the disc in and there's a narration as you go through. But I want the other hermits to have a chance to add their own narration to it. So you could take like the Cub narration or like the Doc M narration and listen to it as you go through. I think that'd be really fun. I do want to do a giant like volcano in this area just to kind of represent like, you know, like exotic adventures, stuff like that. I think it would be really fun. We might actually tackle my feared and loathed tree in Minecraft in that case. It'd be wild. And the castle, the dreaded castle of castles. So in my next episode, we are finishing the castle. and it's done. Like we are finishing the castle, one shot, done. Just whew. I might not get to the interior because that's a lot. Because what I'm going to do here is, let me see where we're at. The castle will be not that high, not this high, but it'll be, okay, I'm trying to get a gauge on where it's going to actually be at. It's going to be around this high. So if you look down, that's how high the castle will actually be. So yeah, that will be the castle's height, and it's absolutely massive. So it's a big effort. Now with the castle, we're gonna have fireworks, and Cub is my firework dealer. He's my dealer. He's gonna be dealing me fireworks and explosives, premium explosives. And for my other gunpowder, I might convert these towers into actual farms, so I have like an unlimited supply of gunpowder. Because if my fireworks show is gonna go off every single day, I'm gonna need a lot of gunpowder. Cub's gonna supply me with the good rockets, and then I could do the basic rockets by just turning these into creeper farms. So I make sure I have enough gunpowder for the fireworks show every single day. Every nighttime, this thing is gonna light up in a fireworks show. And I think it was, I think B-Dubs and I think it was B-Dubs told me that I should do beacons under it, like as like lasers, which I think is a really cool idea too. I think it's a really cool idea. So there's that. I also need to make a portal. As much as I dislike making portals or doing anything nether related, I do probably need to make one. And I thought this could be a potential area for a nether portal. I wanted the Minecraft dragon to like basically like stand on top of the portal, which I thought would be really cool, but I don't think it's possible. Shadow Collective, assemble. So yeah, we'll see. I also thought, maybe, no pressure, maybe if Pearl was open to making a dragon, because I've seen her make dragons before, which were just like the most incredible things ever. If she wanted to make one, but she's busy with her own base. But maybe we could channel our inner Pearl and make, like, I'll be with you in a moment, Jelly. A dragon in here and make our portal like under here. I think could be really cool. So yeah, that is those plans. As for the back, I do want to do something fantasy related along this area. What that is? Not entirely sure.
X500.Scarland tools amazing. Please make the people mover and call it the Hermit Mover.
The Hermit Mover. Oh, I love the Hermit Mover idea. That's fantastic. Let's go pop over to Sci-Fi Land. Oh, I love it. Oh, hello there, Cleo. That would be really fun. Dude, maybe we could call the Speedy Highway the people or the Hermit Mover. Anyway, yeah, so this area will be our future area. Its mascot's a big rocket, basically. So this area is represented by like a big rocket.
X500. Maybe make her a plant and a few trees for her making it for you, but now I have to go sleep, so good night everyone.
I love that message. Like, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a great idea. And Orange Juice, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid very much. Welcome Raiders. Welcome Raiders. We're doing a little tour here of Scarland. My cat is losing her absolute mind at my door, but she's gonna have to just tough luck. But yeah, welcome. Oh, you guys want to see the utilidors? Yeah. We'll pop down to the utilidors. So yeah, that's the tour so far of Scarland. But yeah, let's pop down to the utilidors. If you don't know what the utilidors is, it's the like maintenance and cast member area in Disney World where they have tunnels under the Magic Kingdom. And this is kind of like that in a way. Okay, I don't know what else to do down here. It's basically just running like redstone circuits and stuff that I need. And by the way, Shadow Collective, my record system that plays the announcements don't work anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna need a new record system. Shadow Collective, assemble. So yeah, so that's the basic plan so far for the rest of Scarland. So I mean, there's tons more little things, but those are kind of the things that are like, clicking around in my head at the moment. What I'm going to do today is hopefully, you know, like I said, mindful of my mental health, but also try to get back into it because that will also in turn help. So I want to get my intro done and then I'm going to start building. And it's going to be enormous. Honestly, I hope you guys won't be too disappointed in this. The video might not have a ton other than building the castle because it's such a huge thing that like my whole mind is like focused on doing that. So hopefully in the next episode we'll have some more shenanigans with hermits and stuff like that. But that episode might be really focused on building the greatest castle ever to cure my hatred of Minecraft castles. So it might be very focused on that. And hopefully in the end we can cure my absolute distaste for Minecraft castles. The whole episode is super fast build mode. Probably parts of it. Can I stream a little bit while I build it? Potentially. I build a lot. When I'm doing a lot of building, I like really zone out. And it's usually like me just watching just random videos on YouTube. Just completely zoned out when I'm building. The best way actually that I can build or be creative is if I get like in a really like chill zen like flow state where I'm just moving. You know that feeling, especially if you're like did some kind of sports when you were in this like state of mind. Oh, what in the world? I didn't get scared with the spider on my hand, but that was utterly terrifying. Green go boom boom all over the ground over here. Oh my gosh. No, you were going fast. No, you were zooming. No, you were zooming. Ooh, a horn. I'm gonna take your horn. What? Why is that not working? I'm really confused. Who is these guys? Oh, come. Really confused.
Surprise!
Oh my gosh, I did it to myself. Oh, I surprised myself. I surprised myself. Despawn, you cursed horn. Be gone from this world. Be gone. Hello. I was supposed to despawn and be gone from this world, Green. This cursed thing. Look, he doesn't have shoes on. I'm really low in my chair now. Oh, no, he has shoes. It's so awkward when Minecrafters don't wear shoes. Like, look at how awkward this is. Wait, that's my pants. Hold on. Like, there's just something really awkward about not wearing shoes. It is weird. Can you hear me? No, I cannot. Wait, me. That's me, not no. How do I hear him? Is there anything wrong on here, guys? Let me go bug Cleo real quick. Let's see if I can hear her.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Scar.
hello!
It defaults to push to talk.
Oh, did you update?
I don't know.
By the way, you might not be able to see it, but you got stuff in the gutter here.
That's sweet. Yeah, you're just pranking yourself for me. I mean, I was trying to get you, and then I died, and you know what? I died because it's so laggy.
Hold on, careful with Magic Hand Man. Okay.
I died because it's so laggy here. I was literally drifting very slowly.
You were? Dude, you came down like a rocket on me.
No, not at all.
That was terrifying.
You just
Surprise! Oh gosh, no, not again. And then I tried using your horn, right? And it didn't work the first time. And then I just randomly clicked it and it made me almost fall out of my chair. I tried to despawn your horn.
I mean, I was watching the stream and that's what I was hoping for. So I think everyone in the chat's really happy right now.
I'm not happy.
This isn't about you.
Fine. Does the Vexes also look cursed to you? Like their models are all broken?
Yeah, the model's broken.
Is that because Mojang shouldn't have changed it, and this is just the result of their messing with it?
Or is it? Have you got the smart animations on?
Oh, I do.
think it might be that.
That might be the case, yeah.
Why is your base so dark?
It's atmosphere, Green.
Get him.
Don't you know?
Surprise!
God, dang it! I'm gonna despawn your horn. Someday, when you least expect them. Oh my God, Green, this is terrifying. Oh my. What the heck? Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's cursed.
Oh no.
Give that a go.
No. Oops.
Oh, wait, what was that?
Oh no.
What was that other one you had on for a second?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know. This one.
No, I had like a KFC vibe to it.
Weird. I'm gonna keep this one.
That is terrifying. That is that is really, really scary.
Why does it? It's bathed in. Is it blood?
I don't know. It could be.
Or is it just angry? Because
it gives off like a pink Spider-Man vibe in a way.
Oh no.
Like, look at it. It's just almost like a Spider-Man vibe to it, but also terrifying. I did this, by the way, Green. I did this. It's a sad attempt at armor stance, but I did it.
You littered in your own park.
As much as you have your sweepers out there, people are gross, Grant.
Oh, they slept. Thank goodness.
Yeah, it was getting rough. Did you see the sheep up here? It's been
Bro,
really
I can't see
laggy
anything.
today.
It's so no, it's not. It's your base.
No, it's been today. There's just something about today. It's just been rough.
No, there's something about your base.
Look at Jelly looking up at this.
10,000 chests. Hold on, let me have a little count. How many?
There's not 10. There's like 8
entities. Let's see. Yeah, there's 250 if you face this way.
But that's just average.
Is it? Let me go to my base.
I like the arrow just like nearly hit him as he flew away. A KFC exists in the UK. So Green told me once that KFC in the UK is like prime white meat. And in America, he's not entirely sure if it is actually meat.
Yeah,
now I want to
10.
know, when I go to the UK, I want to know what this magical KFC is. I will find it out.
Yep. No, I told you, I'm not going to feed you KFC.
Yeah, but you've been building up KFC in the UK for a while, and I want to know now.
It's not that good. It's just better than the American one. That's all.
Yeah, but now I gotta compare. I must know this. Okay. Did you review your lag in your base?
Yes. Yeah. I have 10 entities when I'm in my base. You have 262, and it depends which way you're looking.
Now, what are entities?
So chests, mobs, item frames. I imagine it's the item frames that are killing this. Armor stands, that kind of thing.
Why are chests an entity, man?
Paintings. Some are laggier than others as well. Like, I don't think chests are that painful, but things like item frames really are.
Yeah, I barely have any item frames.
Uh-huh. What's that up there?
That's called a marquee light.
Yeah, okay, what about all these armor stands? I think armor stands are the worst.
Yeah, how many armor stands do I have? Don't disregard Cleo. She's currently doing Cleo things. I have like one over there, a couple over there. I honestly, probably what it is the hoppers.
Yeah, well, it's a culmination of everything. Like, some things are tile entities, but things like armor stands are the most horrific.
What about rainbow sheep?
Yeah, I just saw that. How did you get it to stay there?
Well, I had this like overly complicated thing that didn't work, and then someone in the chat's like, just do a lead, bro. And I'm like, oh. It was like I was trying all these things with panes and half slabs and trapdoors and stuff, and there's just one comment. It was just like, do a lead, bro. Do a lead, bro. But yeah, no, it hasn't been this laggy in a long time. I don't know what. It's specifically in this area right here.
Yeah, it's... You actually annoy me with, oh, dude, my base is so laggy. It's because you've got a billion item frames, armor stands, chests, hoppers, you name it. Guys, the server is laggy today. No! It's your base. Why don't we come to my base and we'll see if it's the server today, shall we?
Hold on. I know whose fault it is. This base is gonna be so laggy, by the way. I'm gonna be moonwalking over here. What? I think moonwalking actually would be the opposite, right? Ooh. All right, let's see here.
Well, ain't that nice?
Oh my gosh, it's so laggy. I cannot move.
Yeah, you're lagging at 450 frames for me.
Oh, I only have
nice.
100, 120. Why do I have so few frames? What? I got a little clunker computer?
No, I was joking.
Oh,
I've got around 70.
Okay. Yeah,
it's still a lot nicer than yours.
Everything's so smooth and clean and moving around. Hey, what's this sign over here? Oh my gosh, what in the world?
Bye.
Did I see Mumbo?
Right, wait. Come over here. Wait, don't do wait. Okay. So you step on the pressure plate just there. Surprise!
That's really clever.
It's not that clever. It's just a piston.
I like it. It reminds me of the little pop-up ghosts at the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. Now, back in the day, Grant, you're not gonna get away. You're not gonna get me out of here. You're not gonna get away from Disney talk. You're not gonna get away from Disney talk by pushing me off the side of the cliff. You will hear my Disney talk and you will enjoy it. Where'd he go? I don't have my Hawkeye bow, which is a mild tragedy. You can't hide with your comfort robot.
No.
You will hear my Disney talk. Oh, great! By the way, I'm taking on the hive mind.
Who's the why?
You know, Doc has his hive mind.
Right.
I made up a fake group called the Shadow Collective. That's for no other reason but to annoy Doc. Is this your storage area?
Yeah, this is my storage.
Do you even have to go down here for fun things?
No, not often.
Dude, you even got a box down here full of just random material.
Yeah. Welcome to my mind.
So at Disneyland, they used to, in the Haunted Mansion,
had
these little ghosts that hid behind boxes, you know, like tombstones and stuff, and they would pop up like this, and they would pop up really quick, and they make this like spit sound, and they were terrifying. And then a few years ago, they made them so they don't make any sound, and they come up really slow, and they're not scary anymore. Or I just grew up. I don't know. What's this?
Oh, I have to do it from the inside. My bad. No?
Well, I mean, little do people know, the skulls in the Pirates of the Caribbean in the early years were real. It's an actual fact.
There you go. You can go in that.
Is this like the Doctor Who thing?
Wait, how did I mess it up? How do doors work?
Oh no, they were real skulls in the Pirates of the Caribbean in the original, like, or the start of the ride.
Can you test this?
Yeah. Wait, what's Scar? Where are the Scarline hats? Oh, we gotta give Cleo hats.
Right. No? Why is this one door not working?
You fixed that. I'm gonna give Cleo a hat. No, they were for realsies. No, for real. They got them from like UCLA or one of the schools. Cleo! Cleo! Cleo. Look at him working over there. Oh no, he's trapped. Okay, where'd Cleo go? She was right here for like 2 seconds. I don't want to spoil what she's working on. Oh, she's streaming. Oh, sweet. Okay. Where'd she go? Where is she at the moment? Blue trolley? Oh, sweet. But I want to be surprised when I see him. So I'm going to rain down hats on Cleo's head.
Hi, Scar. Thank you.
Need any other Scarland novelties?
I mean, like, as much as you've got, so...
Okay, so
I did go and grab some ears.
Okay, so food is hard because there's a charged creeper blocking him. But there's Star Wars things from Mythical Wonderful Sausage in the Razor Crest. And then in the building...
I'm putting ears on this little Killio, so...
I don't want to... I'm not going to look.
Okay.
And then the copper building at the front of the park has all the hats. Mm-hmm. And the balloons,
Okay.
There should be some balloons still in the stand over there with churros.
Yes, I've already stolen some of those.
Oh, good. The problem with the food is there is a charged creeper and he's being a pain. So here's some cups if you need some cups.
Okay, cups is good. And pop, fabulous. Thank you.
This is something that just keeps on going. Just to let you know.
Oh, okay. Like, you know what? I'm all good for this. This is.
No, Cleo, you don't understand.
Oh no, I don't.
I didn't make these for no reason, Cleo.
They need to be in the park now. I understand. Okay, I get it. Okay.
Here, hold on. I'll help you out. I got something for that. Do I have any more? Oh, my suspicious stew cookies. Hold on. I'll give her a shulker box to keep that in. Yeah, I'll get a suspicious stew. Now the balloon. She should have access to the balloons over here. There's the shulker box to help.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Let's see. Oh, that's great. I can't wait to see what she's doing, but I don't want to see it outside of the video.
Oi, and a bit attacked. X500. Have you heard the story of the Haunted Mansion, and how a plastic spider saved Disney hundreds of thousands of dollars after someone shot the glass wall?
Yes. And I got in an argument with... Okay. I have a policy in life to never argue on the internet because it is the most worthless, pointless thing imaginable. But I got into it. I broke my own rule. When somebody tried to tell me that wasn't true, and like there's 2 times where I've gotten really upset, and there were times when people tried to say that my Disney facts were incorrect, but they're not. And I even have like direct evidence that my facts are correct in these 2 scenarios. One in particular, I was at the Disney Family Museum in San Francisco, and you know in Peter Pan at the end when they're on the pirate ship, well, that pirate ship is remnants of the former Chicken of the Sea. The Chicken of the Sea was Captain Hook's pirate ship from Peter Pan. It was sponsored by the tuna company Chicken of the Sea, and the ship was sponsored, so they called the ship Chicken of the Sea. All right. So in the 80s, when the great and powerful and wise and wonderful Tony Baxter renovated Fantasyland and made it one of the most incredible lands Disney's ever done, they picked up that ship and we're going to move it over to where Small World is, because in that renovation they moved the carousel. So they pushed the carousel a little bit back, They moved the teacups to the right. They moved Dumbo to the left. So they just reorganized a lot of the attractions in that area. And that's actually when Pinocchio was built. Pinocchio blends in so well, you think it's been there from the beginning. I just keep praising Tony. So in that process, when they picked up the Chicken of the Sea, it had rotted out for so long because it was basically original day attraction. It crumbled apart. So what they did was they took some of those pieces from the Chicken of the Sea that had been there since the opening of the park. And when they were updating Peter Pan, they actually put those pieces of the ship in there, the remnants of the ship. So like the mast and some of the pieces in the back, okay?
Surprise!
You can't disturb a man when he's in Disney talk. One of those was self-inflicted of the three. Why am I lower than I was again? Anyway, so they picked up those pieces and put it in the attraction. So if you go on Peter Pan to this day in Disneyland, when Peter Pan's, doing his big wheel and all that stuff, that is the old Chicken of the Sea, like the back portions, the stuff he's standing on, etc. So I was telling my brother this because I've heard Tony Baxter talk about this 3 separate times, in different, media. Sadly, I've never met Mr. Baxter. It would be a dream come true if I ever met Tony. Best Imagineer ever. Anyway, so this guy who was a volunteer there started just coming over here telling me that wasn't true and a bunch of other stuff. And he was like, no, it's not true. I'm a volunteer here and I know these, it was that attitude, like, I'm a volunteer and I know these things. And I'm just like, what? There's very little that I know in life, but Disney facts is one of them. And 2, if I have a fact, I always need to make sure there's a source, and I do, because it's literally him talking about it on the... I'm gonna prove this. Hold on 1 second, just backing up. My brother stole the DVD, so this is actually empty. Not gonna go into it too much, but this has like a documentary on Disneyland, right? It also has like a director's commentary of an old Disney film from 1956, and on that, not Leonard Nimoy, that's the Spock guy. Leonard something. Oh my gosh. I don't think this must be a replica. This must be a replica of the Disney ticket book. So back in the day, this can't be an original. This cannot. No, this must be just must have come with
surprise.
I'm gonna despawn your horn, Grian. Someday, Grian, I will get that horn and it'll despawn, and I'll watch it for a full 5 minutes of pleasure and wonder. Where is he? Oh, what? No! Oh. Do it. I wasn't, it's funny. What was that? That was weird. I don't know what happened there. Some kind of magic. Anyway, because I like going on tangents. When you went to Disneyland back up until maybe the late 70s, you had to have ticket books. So, for instance, if you wanted to ride the Main Street horse cars on Main Street, you would use an A ticket. And if you wanted to ride the Disneyland Railroad, it was an E ticket. Or if you wanted to ride the Matterhorn bobsleds, That was an e-ticket. So you could see how the different attractions were classified. You know, the best attractions were the e-tickets. So that's just a fun little trivia. But anyway, this guy tried to come over and tell me that that wasn't true. And I gave him references and I told him to go do his homework. And I took a picture and he told me not to take pictures. And I didn't delete it. I'm only a rebel when it comes to Disney. But yeah, no, that guy made me really upset. And so comment wise, when I did my Haunted Mansion build back in the day, this guy was trying to tell me like, well, that's not true. I'm a cast member. And I'm like, no, I have 3 books that say that, so it's fine. So no, I will never give up on my Disney facts. My Disney facts are correct. They're true. Never give up. How does this connect to the rubber spider? Rascal. Hello.
Hello.
Is my stuff in the hole?
Yeah.
If I go down there, I'm going to die again. So there's actually 2 stories. None of them are corroborated. Well, this happened. There is some discussion on how it happened, but I'll leave those 2 aside because they are fairly speculative. But what did officially happen was somebody brought a gun onto the Haunted Mansion and they shot into the attraction. And one of the areas that was very noticeable was the scene where you're going over the ballroom and looking down at the ghosts. And because there's a giant piece of glass in front of you to help with the Pepper's ghost effect, you can instantly see someone just shot a hole in there. So what they did was, instead of replace the glass, which would have cost them millions of dollars and they would have required them making a giant hole in the side of the building, they just decided, okay, let's not replace the glass. Let's not, take out half the building to try to replace this piece of glass. Let's just put a rubber spider over it. Boom. Hello. Did you get my stuff?
Hello. Yeah, well, I think if you just jump in the middle and don't mess up, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's not the middle.
What? Ow. I did it.
There's ladders here. You only have to fall in the middle.
Oh. Wait, does that actually work?
Go back to the top, yeah.
Wait, if you fall in the middle... Hold on. Oh, dude, that's amazing. That's Minecraft
How cool
facts.
is that?
That's like Minecraft physics. Has that always been a thing? I've never seen that ever in Minecraft.
But you can still die if you hit the side of the ladder here. But if you just go in the middle, it covers it.
Hold on. I'm just putting my pants on. Dude, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win tomorrow?
Win what?
Limited life.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
That's tomorrow, remember? Dude, how are we've got to maybe do something about Scott. He might be an ally, but man has a lot of hours. Who else has a lot of hours, right? Like, what are you on?
I'm doing quite well. I'm on like 5.
Oh gosh, what? I got an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, bro, you might have a 5-minute episode.
I very well might. If I don't get a kill right off the bat, if I die right off the bat, that's it. Like, that's donezo. I might have to, I don't know. I might have to make the family a kitchen table and have a talk. I might have to make another kitchen table, that is. I might have to make another one.
How many hours has B-Dubs got?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Chat, do you know what B-Dubs is on? We just have to take his word for it on this one. Do we know what he's on? Someone says, okay. Oh, okay. There's a lot of no ideas. 1 hour, 5 hours. B-Dubs doesn't upload. Same as Tango. Nope, isn't. No. There's about 2 hours. Nobody knows.
The answer is no. Yeah,
the answer is nobody knows. What's Etho on? Etho might be on the same amount of time I am. He gone. He's gone. He just left. He's like, yeah, I'm done with you. Oh, what is this? Is this Mumbo spoilers? Should I not actually look? I'm so happy Mumbo's back. Anyway, Etho local. No, we love Etho. We love having fun with them. We love having fun with Etho. But yeah, no, don't mess with me on Disney Facts. So yeah, Rascal, that's how it tied back together, I guess, was somebody shot a hole into the glass. And so here's the two theories. Random guy with a 22. There's another theory that it was a Secret Service or like some kind of protection service officer for like a politician or somebody who got scared by something and shot.
Stasis chamber that could be easily trapped, but
A stasis I cannot speak. Wait, I missed that message. I missed it. No. Oh, and we got a Cleo raid. Hello, Cleo raiders. Hello there. Hello, welcome. I'm trying to avoid what Cleo did because I don't want it to be spoiled. Man, it must have been scary for Cleo out here. Did Cleo have some mob trouble while she was working? Raiders, was Cleo inundated by mobs while she was working? Oh, poor Cleo. Oh, poor Cleo. She had a bed. Okay, good. Good. Let's see. I think Scott and Martin have the most hours. Oh, wow. So the Coral kids are killing it over there. Yeah, it's going to be a wild session. Who knows what'll happen? All I know is it's probably my last session. I think it's safe to say. I think I can safely say this is probably my last session, but I am not going out without an effort. I'm going to unleash the TNT. Wait, is it Mean Gills? I thought it was Coral Kids. Did they change their name like we did? Like we were the Clockers, and then it was like The Rock, and then it was Entertainment Mountain, and then it was the Clockers again, then it was the Family. They changed. So it's the Mean Gills like fish gills? I mean, that's kind of clever, to be honest. Oh, is that why Martin has all the barnacles all over him? No, I thought it was spelled mean, not girls, but gills. I'm so confused. Hey, what in the world? Grian, you dropped a creeper on my head. What the heck? How did he drop a creeper on my head? Just a cute guy doing cute guy things, I guess. We're in the chat here. How did he do that? Oh, shoot. Oh. I'm just in shock. Like, I'm so confused how I died there. No, this isn't going to be a death loop. No, this isn't TCG Prophecies. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's see if we can find a sword or something. No, you're not the skeleton.
All right, I've got to.
Dang it! You moved at the last second.
Oh!
Oh, I'm gonna have to clean that one up. Oh boy. I was waiting for that one to sneak up behind you. So Grian.
Yeah.
Is it Mean Girls or Mean Gills?
Mean Gills, because they live in the water.
That's what I thought. That is what I thought. That's what I thought. That is what I thought. So, Grian, I saw you made an alliance with the nosy neighbors.
Alliance? No, I've always been a nosy neighbor.
I don't know. You know, you could become as an official cousin. You can always become a main cousin. You can become a first cousin from a second cousin removed.
There's been one too many deaths caused by me. that would prohibit me being able to be trusted and to trust.
That's true. That's true.
Because I've killed Cleo at least twice.
Yeah, that's right. Because I survived your treachery with the water bucket.
Hey, cousins always fight.
That's true. That's true. That is true.
It was just a Nerf gun fight, that's all.
Are you excited for tomorrow besides limited life, Green?
Well, now I'm really confused. What? If it's not limited life, what is it?
What did I say?
You said, are you excited for tomorrow beside limited life?
Oh, yeah. Are you excited for the other thing?
What other thing?
The other thing, the big thing. It's the biggest thing to ever exist. Starship!
Oh, jeez. Right, we've done Disney.
Yeah.
We've done, I assume we've done, Star Wars.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, so now we're on to space.
Yeah, those are my 3 tentpole topics.
Yeah. Right.
My favorite thing is about 90% of the chat don't know what I'm talking about, but they just, for some reason, just listen anyway. But no, it's great. Biggest rocket ever. Most powerful rocket ever. Been waiting for this for 7 years. And it's going to happen. The biggest rocket hopefully takes off and reaches for the sky. As long as it doesn't blow up the launch mount, it's a success in my mind.
Does anyone know what he's talking about? Because
Come on, chat. You know what I'm talking about. Starship. SpaceX has been building water towers down in Texas, most southern tip of America. They got the Starship. It's ready to fly. The biggest, the most powerful rocket of all time. The rocket that will bring our hopes and dreams of a future in space.
I started a real conversation about gas giants in my last episode. Did you see that?
I have not got to watch any episodes yet. I'm going to watch them tonight. Now, what was your gas giant comment again? Because we talked about this.
It was just a joke. I was asking, if you stood on a gas giant, would you fall in? Right?
Yeah.
And like, I ended up in a big talk about this off camera. Yes, you would fall in, obviously, because it's made of gas. But let's say that you're like Superman and you could withstand the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't fall forever. Like, surely it's so dense and so much pressure, you would stop. Then, at some point, are you standing on the planet? And if there is a core, because surely they can only guess, right? Because the only way to actually know what's going on is to actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
Is to drop Scar into Uranus and see what happens. You know? We don't know.
So, okay, so hypothetically, if we stand on Uranus and we sink in, right?
Yeah.
And we get more and more in. My theory is that the gases become more soup-like. They become so thick that you slowly stop.
There's a lot of pressure on Uranus.
That's true. So if
what people didn't understand was the whole thing was a setup, and they were like, "Green, it's made of gas. You'll fall in." I was like, "It's a joke. There's a setup and a punchline."
This was a joke the whole time, or weren't we actually talking about space?
No. And then once the punchline had been said, there was a real conversation that kind of evolved from this. And I was like, well, if you were invincible, they don't actually know what's in the middle. But if there is a solid core, the answer is yes, you can stand on a gas giant, surely.
Well, I think there's a theory that like Jupiter, because they don't know, but there may be a solid core.
Yeah,
or in my estimation,
that can stand on a gas giant.
And the gas might be so, in my limited ability, might be so thick that it becomes like a jello, like the pudding.
But in that case, can you swim in Uranus?
Yes, you can swim. Yes, I'm saying you can swim. Yes. I'm saying you can.
But does that mean you can then stand? If there is a core, can you stand on it?
Yes. I mean, yeah, if there's a core and you're Superman and you could, then obviously you could. If it's a solid core, then you could. But I don't think in scientific terms, they do not know what is at the core of Jupiter.
Exactly.
Or
so
Uranus
all of
in
them,
this case.
all those science people in the comments being like, haha, it's a gas giant. Of course you can't stand on it. Whoa.
You know who they were?
Can.
You know who they were? Fans of the ties, the nerdiest of nerdiest people in limited life. This is Nerd Control. Our Skynet's
We're
been infiltrated.
strictly talking about planets, people. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah, people. This is like when
We're
they get
talking-
mad at me
this
when I
is
say
space
they
talk.
like, you know, got like banged or whatever. Like if something hits me, it's reasonable to say something like banged into me, right?
Oh, well, hold on. Hold on.
I'm not gonna step off of this high horse.
We're
I
talking
said it's
about
fine.
planets here. Let's not go over the various things that you've managed to mess up with your vocabulary.
Fine. I'm not gonna give up on that, but I give up at the moment.
Some guy in your chat just said Uranus has no core. How do they know?
They don't know.
They don't know.
That's
they don't
actually a
know.
fact.
They don't know. But surely but you know how much gravity is there from observation, so
Yeah.
you can estimate the amount of mass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the mass would indicate that there needs to be a solid core, because if it was made up of just gas, there wouldn't be enough.
Yeah.
Science, people.
And I am almost certain that they do not know what the core of Jupiter is, and there's like a theory that the gas gets thicker and thicker and thicker as it goes in, or there is an actual solid core.
But the thing is, if Jupiter is a gas giant, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a mega giant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, no one knows. Everyone's saying Google it. Google doesn't know what's inside Jupiter. Google hasn't been inside Jupiter.
I will say
know.
it again. They only speculate. They have no idea what is at the core of those planets. It is only speculation. It could
Exactly.
be that it's just a giant gas, or there is a core, or the core is just made up of denser and denser and denser gas. There is no certainty in it, and that's as far as I know, at least. Because this stuff literally changes. Like you could leave school for like 3 years, and then things change.
Okay, well, in theory, then, theory, if it was gas and there was no thing, if you had enough velocity, would you just go straight through?
Well, I mean, if you had enough velocity, you could go through anything, right? You could go through Earth.
Okay, well, all right. But you know what I mean, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, what people say is like a fact either way. That there is still no certainty what is at the core. They do not know. So you could Google it and it could tell you 5 different things because they don't know. There's only speculation amongst different academics. But Starship, am I right? I'm excited.
Right. I gotta go.
No, you don't. So
I do.
there was a letter.
Surprise!
There was this letter from JPL, or this article, and they were asking, the scientists at JPL, what Starship can do for you. And it was such a cool article. Like I always refer this to people, like if they want to know what Starship is, like look what the scientists want and think of it. And it's like, yeah, look at all these cool like probes and telescopes and stuff that like, it's like giving like these scientists like the ultimate like dream of like, look what we can put in space now. Like this can put it in space. It's so exciting. I'm so excited. I envision like, I don't know, man, all the cool probes and telescopes and all the stuff that Starship could build. So tomorrow, we'll see. You never know. It may take off. It might not take off. It's an experimental prototype rocket that's held together by duct tape at the moment, but it'll be a good show. It'll be a good show, regardless. It could blow up. Let's just hope it doesn't. Let's definitely hope it doesn't blow up on the pad. I estimate that Starship will make it to stage separation.
Trap recommendations.
Do not think that
Everyone
Starship
sees
will
the
make it
pressure
out of
plates. Put a
intact
plate
to
down
the
past
ocean
the door,
floor.
but
I
use
think
a
it'll break up
tripwire
before
to
that.
activate a trap when they walk past to break.
Wait. Trap recommendations. Everyone sees the pressure plates. Correct. Put a plate down past a door. but use a tripwire to activate the trap. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Duct tape rockets are the future. You know, you're not entirely wrong. Like, at some point, rockets need to be built a little bit more dirty to make them more, you know, like they got to be built like a little less like fine-tuned. They got to be more like mass-produced, effective but mass-produced. I'm so excited. I've been waiting so long for this day to finally see Starship launch, and we're getting so close. Like during the pandemic was like one of the things that I loved watching was like NASA space flight and everyday astronaut, like documenting the stuff going on. It was I don't know, it was one of those little things that kind of kept you going. And you know, nowadays too, like NASA is kind of like, hey, SpaceX, time to get this going now. Stop goofing around in the dirt. You need to build a lander.
Jupiter is a failed star. Also, it's made of industrial duct tape.
Industrial duct tape. It is industrial duct tape, the best kind of duct tape. Yeah, I'm excited because I don't know. This is just me just speculating, right? Starship is, you know, this massive thing, right? You know, you modify it. Could you just create like a Starship probe? Like a Starship could just become a Voyager? You know, Voyager 1 or Voyager 2? Like if you set it up where it had the right equipment on it, right? Maybe you put a reactor on it, and you put some solar cells, whatever, like, and you put just a ton of equipment into it, telescopes, and, you know, every myriad of things, right? You could just dump a bunch of stuff in there and just launch it off and be like, right? That could be like our generations of Voyager or Voyager 2, but have it, you know, be something designed in our time and not the 70s. So you think about like the incredible technology that they could, you know, put in it. Like, to me, that's what gets me so excited about what Starship could be. The aspirational goals of Mars and all that, it just feels so out there to me, but this stuff seems more realistic, like using Starship to build better and bigger space stations, using it to, you know, send enormous probes into the cosmos. Like, that's the stuff that gets me really excited, because I know the challenges with Mars are so immense that it's kind of like, we'll see. We'll see. That's kind of like me, like with Indiana Jones. We'll see. We'll see. But the other stuff gets me really excited. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Voyager had to launch in particular times with the slingshotting off the planets and stuff. But it doesn't mean you can't send it to other planets.
You need a horn that shouts hot guy.
You're right. I do need to, Andy. But yeah, no, you're correct with Voyager, right? Like Voyager had a window and it had to launch at that window. But it's not to say you can't make a Voyager to go to Pluto or something like that. You know, like you could do at least some of those ones, which would be really cool. I'm excited. It's cool too, because if it's successful, right? If it makes it the stage separation, like it'll break all the N1's records that it kind of had too. Like if you're familiar, like the N1 rocket was Russia or the Soviet Union's equivalent to like their attempt to, you know, counter the Saturn rocket, but it always failed, right? Had a myriad of issues. I think like the designer kept getting imprisoned, like, you know, just typical Soviet Union stuff. They kept putting him in jail for this reason or that, you know. But it kept having engine failures here or there, and that I suppose would be one of the tricky things with Starship. Still, is it does have 32, or I think it's 30. They've changed it a couple times. It's 32, I think. 32 engines, and when they did the 32 engine static fire, I think they shut one engine down and one engine shut itself down. But that still met the margin of making it to stage separation, I think. I think they can have like 4 engines fail. So the N1 Starfighter, no, the N1 was a Soviet's moon rocket. It's 33. Is it 33 now? It's changed so many times over the years. I can never keep track. Like for the Starship, right? It has 3 sea level engines and 3 vacuum. But then they keep saying they want to put 6 vacuum engines on it and stretch it like 6 millimeters. But I don't think they've done it yet. I don't think that's happened yet. I think it's still three vacuum and 3 gimbaling sea level engines. So it is 33 on the Super Heavy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, those engines were cool on the N1. They were cool, but you know, I don't think it was the greatest scientific environment for them to like work it out when their guy kept getting arrested. It's just like kept putting. I have played Kerbal. I do enjoy Kerbal. I was looking forward to Kerbal 2, but then I was watching Scott Manley's video and he's like, if you have Kerbal 1, like, I don't know. It was like, just wait. Just wait. Just wait. I was like, okay, I'll wait. I'll wait, Scott. What's Starship's plan? Yeah, so Starship's plan is basically just to shake out the systems, right? It's a test flight. It's understanding if the vehicle can, or if the stage 0, so that's the launch tower, that's the mount, works. So that's one. That's a goal. 2 is to ignite all the engines and achieve like liftoff, right? That's a goal. To achieve an actual like flight, achieve stage separation, to achieve a boost back burn on the booster, that is, because Starship's here and they separate. One goes up to orbit, one comes down. To achieve the ability for a Starship to light its engines, like that's a big one right there, because that was an issue back in the testing days. So this is where I think it may fail. I don't know if that heat shield is going to hold up, because if you watched a lot of the static fires from NASA spaceflight, when they did a lot of test fires of the engines on the Starship, you could see tiles like just flying off, like just tiles just kept flying off, and it's like, oh no, oh no. And under the loads of actual space flight, let alone the ignition of 33 engines on the Super Heavy, I don't know what they've done to improve the shield, because you know, some of the stuff they just don't talk about, right? It's just people speculating, observing it. I don't know if that heat shield's gonna hold up. Will they figure it out in the future? Definitely. But right now, that is one of the very first prototypes of that heat shield, and I'm not sure it'll make it. But I do feel like it'll make orbit. But will it come back to Earth intact? Now, they're not trying to land the vehicle. The booster is going to come back, and it's going to be like a 6-story or more like skyscraper that don't just lands in the ocean, and it's going to tip over, and they command the valves to open, and the seawater will flood it and it'll sink it, because it's not built yet for, you know, recapture. It's just like shaking out the systems. And then Starship's actually going to come down and belly flop into the ocean. Once again, they're not trying to reuse anything yet. They're just figuring out how it all works. So I think the next few launches are going to be attempts, you know, just to test it. I think them recovering and starting reuse is going to be a little bit farther in the future, because the next few launches are ships that don't even have heat shields. And there's like a keep out zone near Hawaii. That's where they're going to break up. And then just off 60 miles off the coast of Hawaii, there is the spot where Starship will do its first belly flop into the ocean. Excited. You know, it's a shame too, right? Because, you know, SpaceX is doing all this incredible stuff, but like, I also want to get excited about the other guys too, right? Like, whatever happened to Blue Origin? They have this New Glenn rocket, right? Like, where is it? They've been building this rocket for like 10 plus years. Have we ever really seen like an actual piece of flight hardware? I know they released a video once where they kind of showed like some fairings. But I'm like, where is it? It's like, where is it? In Virgin Galactic, you're right? Right? They're having their issues. So it's, I don't know. There are smaller companies, right? Rocket Lab's incredible. They have a really fascinating new rocket they're developing. Relativity, I don't think they made it to orbit, right? But at least they made it up somewhat, halfway, partway. So yeah, like obviously, like I love what SpaceX is doing, because Starship is a one of a kind, never before seen type of thing, right? But there's still other good ones. ULA had a little issue the other day. You know, maybe that a little scratch. But when Vulcan does launch, it looks like a really cool rocket. That will be a cool one. That will be a cool one. But Blue Origin, I'm like, where is New Glenn? What are you guys doing? What's going on over there? Man, I've been excited for New Glenn forever. I've been so excited for New Glenn. But I'm like, they're just a more secretive company. I think SpaceX is a little bit more, they're a little more open with what they do with their broadcasts and stuff. Whereas Blue Origin's always been a little more secret and kind of tight-lipped with what they do. Oh, I don't think we talked about it. The crew members for Artemis got announced. And that was really cool. First, the Canadian guy, he has been waiting for a flight forever. Like forever. So I'm really glad he finally got a flight. And it's to the moon. So that's really nice for him. Glover, I loved Glover and all of his press conferences leading to his expedition flight. So I was really glad to see him get a flight. I just loved his enthusiasm. Like he was just so excited to go to space. I was like, yeah. I love it when they're excited. And then the commander was, at least I watched Scott Manley's video on that. Was like, that guy was like a shoo-in for that spot because he was in the, like the astronaut office, like more like an administrator type role. So he, and then all of a sudden he wasn't the administrator role anymore. Like, you know, kind of like an admin role. So that was kind of like, oh, he's getting ready. So yeah, it's exciting. You know, obviously it'll be a long ways out before we know who may walk on the moon, because that's a few years out before we'll probably learn those names. But that's a start. We're getting there. We're making progress. Slow but steady. A little more slow than we want, but that's the way it is. It's kind of a bummer. Like I was gonna get to go to Cruise 6. I mentioned this before, but the transportation didn't work out. But I do hope to make it to maybe Cruise 7. I think that'd be really cool. I hope so. What is that heartbeat noise in one section of Scarland? That is a noise machine to distract Alan. Alan can be a bad boy in here, so he's a bad baby, big squeeze. Yeah, so he has to have that here to keep him in check. Bad wardened. Babu frick. Are we never gonna get? I hope we get to see the Zellans one more time in Mando. If we get to see them maybe like one more time, that'd be great. I just want them to say "Bad Baby" was like one more time. One more time. TCG versus Green. Ooh, I've never played Green before in TCG. That would be quite something. That would be quite something.
Kazbak Gaming bit attacked.
That'd be something.
X500. Shadow Collective Inquiry, how tightly do you want the turnstiles packed in?
Ooh.
I've got a very simple design posted with a counter that needs a...
Oh, I'll have to look at that in the Shadow Collective form up. I basically would probably just look towards how Disneyland does their turnstiles, not Disney World. I would have to look. I'll look at kind of how they space them and then kind of get an inspiration there. Because Disneyland has actual physical, like, moving bars, where Disney World has like more of that open concept because they have like the magic band and they do the fingerprint thing.
Mazoodle bit
So yeah.
X500. Totally true Scar fact of the day. Scar doesn't even like space, because the moon is made of cheese and cheese is made of milk, and Scar hates milk.
Man, that is such a... Okay. First of all, milk is the worst. But if milk is made secretly into things, I'm okay with it. Cheese? Fine. I don't have to know that it's made out of milk. No. So when my mom would make me hot chocolate when I was a kid, I left the room. Because what is worse than milk? What is worse than milk? Hot milk. The most horrifying substance that's known to mankind. Hot milk. So. When I would say I wanted hot chocolate, I would leave the room. And I'd come back and there'd be a delicious chocolate milk waiting. Or like hot chocolate, that is. What I just said was incorrect and gross. Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. I would leave the room. I've never had almond milk. Milk is not delicious. Milk? No, yeah. We don't appreciate milk.
Mazoodlebit attacked. X500. You are worse than milk.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. What's your take on cottage cheese? My mom loves cottage cheese, and when she eats it, I can't look. I just can't. I can't look. I can't. It's too much for me. It's too much for my weak heart. It's too much. The little like nubs in it, I just can't do it. I just can't. I can't do it. But I love, okay, I do love sour cream, but it can only be sour cream that is freshly opened. Once it's been in like the refrigerator and it's like softened up and like separated, I can't do it. I'm out. I'm out. So one time I had this funny discussion where someone's like, if you were like a billionaire and you could have some eccentric thing, what would it be? And somebody said, I would never wear the same pair of socks again because they lose the stretch and the squishy so fast. And someone said I would never use the same like razor again, right? They would use a separate one. And I said, I would only eat the sour cream I would only eat sour cream if it was freshly opened, and after that, it's gone. It's gone. Because when you first open sour cream, right? It's got that like thickness. If sour cream can hold its form, then it's good. But if it's gonna go like this, no. That's when we have to draw the line. That's when it's done. That's when I'm out.
Froger_bit attacked. X500.HighScar. A while ago I mentioned how you've been a help in finishing teaching degree while disabled. I am now writing my dissertation on mine.
Oh, dissertation on Minecraft and education to finish the course. Dude, that's fantastic. I love it. Oh, well done on that. Well done on that. I wish you all luck to finish that, but I love that. And I love milkshakes. When I was, man, it must have been like 99. It was whenever like Jar Jar Binks was out. I told my mom, oh my gosh, you guys, if you guys were mad about my hot milk take, get ready for this one. I had a Jar Jar Binks themed birthday party and I loved it, and I stand by it. Jar Jar Binks themed party. What did I want for my birthday that year? I want a Jar Jar Binks action figure and a milkshake maker. Hot takes with Scar. Hot milk takes with Scar. When I was a kid, I loved Jar Jar. And you know what? I never stopped loving Jar Jar, and I still love him today. Ha 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 ha. And when I saw Almond Best, actually I didn't recognize him at first. I recognized it. So when okay, let me just say this before we end today. If somebody can find a stream clip where I said that Almond Best needs a role in Star Wars to make up for Jar Jar, please find that, because I predicted in a roundabout Scar way, hot milk take way, this happening, that Jar Jar, or the actor that is to play Jar Jar, is the one who saved Baby Yoda. And if anyone could find that clip, if somebody could find that clip, I would love it. But I have no clue where to look. But it was probably a year or so ago, and I said like they really should give him a cool role in Star Wars, and he got it. But I didn't you see, when I saw him, I was like, I know this gentleman, but I do not. It finally hit me like when the Naboo Starfighter came in. I'm like, Jar Jar. I'm like, Jar Jar. Milk on cereal is an exception, and also for a milkshake, because there's other product involved. You got the flaky flakes for the cereal, and you got the ice cream for that. No, not milk
Elizabeth
salt.
attacked. X500. Real quick before stream ends, do you have any more silly or fun swim team stories? As a fellow swimmer, I really like hearing them smiles.
Oh my god, there's probably a million. Oh gosh. I always think about the time that, like, if you're familiar with it, like if you know how some gutters and pools, right? They'll have the water level and like the water will just go across here. And then some will have like a big like flat plane, right? Where you just go up here. And so basically the ends of the pool, right? So the ends of the pool, the water washes this way, and then the pools that on the ends are flat, the water washes to the right or left of the pool. So these would be technically a better pool. But the pools like this, where you have like the gutter and you grab on and you pull back like that, right? And then the touchpad, I'm sure they still use touchpads today. So the touchpad would then hook here and then drop down into the water. That makes sense. So then the gutter goes back here. So if you were trying to finish, you would like hit right here. So in backstroke, this is one of my worst things, right? This was at a state championships. I'm reaching for the the touchpad, right? But my hand misses it and goes straight into the gutter, and my shoulder hits the touchpad and obviously stops my timer. And like I added like 2 seconds to my time because of that. Because like my arm, instead of touching the touchpad, it slipped back, right? And then went into the gutter, and then my shoulder hit the touchpad. Oh, I was so angry. I was so upset. I was so upset. I don't know. That one still grinds my gears, to be honest. But I've got, I don't know, other weird ones too, I suppose.
Lost cult game bit attacked. X500. If I were a billionaire, I'd only eat cereal that's been in milk for 3 minutes or less.
I feel you
You're
on
the
that
best,
one.
Scar.
I love that one. I love like the eccentric things you would do if you had the opportunity. They're really, it's a fun thing to think about in your head. Like, oh, and Cat Dog. So back in Nickelodeon days when Cat Dog was popular, Burger King, I think, had a deal where they, Happy Meal, their equivalent of a Happy Meal, had Cat Dog toys. And I remember like just running back into the pool because I forgot my Cat Dog toy. I was like 9, maybe 8. And I was on a team because I was good and the team was wonky. Like I was with the high school kids, and I remember coming back. It's like, Cat Dog, my Cat Dog toy. And I run back in there, and then my coach is like, "For now and forever, you shall be known as Cat Dog." And I never lived that down. I was always, that was my nickname, was Cat Dog. My coach only gave very few people nicknames, and that one was probably the one that stuck the longest. That I was the Cat Dog. There's another thing we did as a team. My coach liked to intimidate people. So you have a kickboard, right? We would go to the bleach. We would all come out there and be silent, and we would go and we would go. Gosh, this was probably really cringy to think about. So we would take our kickboards and we would hit the bleacher, and we would go. And we would do that. We would build it up, right? So it would be like very soft. And we would do that, right? It's just simple, right? Bang, 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 right? Okay. Apparently I have no tune with music, and I was going like bang, 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 bang. And I was so out of tune, and I just heard a Cat Dog, get out of the line. And I picked up my kickboard and I stood next to him while everybody else did it, and I was like, gosh dang it, like it was so embarrassing. And then he like, of course, in front of everybody is like, for now on, Cat Dog will be with me. He has no tune. He will pick up all the kickboards at the end. And I picked up all the kickboards and put them back in the bin. One time, my coach he used to get in arguments with the Rockwall guys. So we had a pool. The indoor portion of the pool was part of a community college, and they had a Rockwall that went over part of the thing. And oh my gosh, my coach used to just despise the Rockwall guys, and the Rockwall guys despised my coach. He used to get in these arguments with them all the time. One time, the Rockwall guys tried to gas us out, I think. So they took their ropes, right, inside the pool, inside of a building, right? And they would burn the ends of the ropes so they didn't fray. It made the most nauseous gases in the pool, and we were all just like gagging. We're like, oh, we couldn't breathe. And, you know, apparently this didn't affect these guys. Maybe, you know, I could speculate, but it didn't affect them at all. And we're all just like bent over, like gagging. Because the entire pool was like clouded out, because they're all in there like burning these ropes. And these look, I would assume that these are probably not, you know, natural fiber. These are you know, some kind of synthetics, and they were melting them. And I remember, I don't think I'd ever been that sick. Like, I may have thrown up, I cannot remember, but it was horrible. Oh my God, I can even remember it to this day. But the worst of it all, the absolute worst, was the fact that my coach, who he felt ancient in those days, had been working in pools since the 60s. And I don't think he ever truly learned how to do a proper chemical, you know, ratio for the pool with the, you know, the chlorine and all that stuff. He would get it off kilter so bad that there was like a chlorine cloud layer above the pool. And multiple times, like, we'd be swimming, and we would all of a sudden, like, everybody in the pool was coughing. We were like, we like wretched coughing that lasted, you know, if you got out of the pool and you went home, you'd still be coughing all the way home. I kind of wonder what damage he may have caused, but that happened a lot. But the best part about it is we actually really liked it in the end, because if everybody started coughing, he would be like, all right, we're just going to do drills for the rest of the day. And it was like smooth sailing. It was like, and you're just doing like, you know, basic drill swimming, right? You're just doing, and we would love it. We'd be like, oh God, I'm so excited. The pool chemicals are off, and it's dangerous in here because we're not going to do any aerobic work. So we're not breathing heavily. We're just doing cruising. I was like, what did he do to our lungs? I you know, you could see some foreshadowing of what was happening to me in those years, because I remember there was a part where I was getting tireder and tireder. Like, I was keeping up with people, but it was becoming more and more difficult. That was interesting time, because I think like some of this neuromuscular disease was starting to show its face. And it was like I was keeping up with people, but like I was doing like 10 times the effort, more and more, to stay up. And I also could, and this was from the beginning, like I could never hold my breath like other people could. And I took so much grief for it. So much grief in those days for not being able to do certain things that other people could do. And it's interesting to see how things then progressed, and maybe like why. But I do remember not being able to swim all the way across. I could mostly, but if we were going to do, like, if we're in a 25-meter pool, 25-yard pool, whatever. Well, actually, there is a slight difference, but it depends on what pool we're in. Some were 25 meters, some were 25 yards. You would do, like, underwater swim all the way across. Get up, you would wait, like, 5 seconds, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. I was starting to, like, come up halfway up, you know, in the pool, like, getting a breath, going back down. Getting a breath, going back down. And I would take so much grief for that. I would have to get out and do like 5-10 push-ups, you know, to make up for it and all that stuff. But, you know, going on and learning more about like my actual physiology and my health and my body and whatever, it kind of makes sense now. Kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. But yeah, no, the probably the worst thing was his ability to fail at chlorine chemicals and how sick it made us all. It was yeah, that was quite a feat. You know, this is probably mean of me. One thing my coach did, and I didn't really like it myself, but I just found just some kind of weird pleasure in it, was every year we would transition from short course, so that's like 25 yards, 25 meters, to the 50-meter Olympic-sized swimming pool, which we would do in the summer, and then the short course would be in the winter, right? I'm sure that's similar to today. My coach would force everyone on the team, no matter what, you did the mile at the beginning of the year or the beginning of each short course or long course season. And oh man, sometimes people would cry. And I thought it was the funniest thing, because the people who would cry were the people who tormented me, that like, you know, picked on me a lot in swimming because I was so much younger than them all. And I could do the mile because I was I was very, I could do long distance well, but I didn't really care for it, but I could do it. But the people that usually tormented me were the absolute worst at it. And they would cry. And I would just sit there. I'd be like, oh, I just love it. I love it because there's a lot of breaststrokers too. Like some of the sprinters, the breaststrokers too. They were the ones who tormented me the most, and they hated the mile. And I like seeing them suffer a little bit. I enjoyed it. I did. I will admit it. I can just think of them too. They would just cry over it. They would just hate it so much. Oh, it was funny because the breaststrokers in our team were the best. You know, quite a few of them went to Olympic trials and stuff like that. So they just had an air of like superiority over everyone else. But when it came to the mile, they were awful. So bad. So bad. I do remember when some of these people, when I started growing, when I wasn't 10 anymore, when I wasn't 11 or 12 anymore, when I was like more of a teenager and I started getting better and I started beating those people and they got angry. And then when I beat them, they were nice. And then after I beat them all, they were nice. And there was no issues anymore. It just took me beating them all. It was fun. I did get my in my swim team, that is, people were very competitive. I was never very competitive. I was competitive with myself, and I still am competitive. Like in YouTube, right? I'm not competitive with anybody. I'm competitive with myself. I always want to like up my skill for my own self. I don't care less what anybody else does. And it's the same when I was swimming, right? Like I just cared about like beating my previous time, but people were always really competitive. And I remember like, why are you competitive? Why are you so worried about what I'm doing? Like worry about your own self. Good Lord. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So when I was 10, I did my first mile and the other kids didn't do it. And I got the record. Like, I don't know. They may have been better. They may not have been better, but I got the record. And they hated it. They hated it because our board like was right above the door of like records for the team. And boom, there was my name. Good old cat dog. Well, they had my real name on there, but for the 10 and under mile record for the swim team. And all of those guys were infuriated because they didn't do it. None of them did it. Nobody under 10 did. When I went up above the 10, or it may have been 12 and under. It might have been 12 and under when I did the mile. And all the other people, some better than me, some not, were infuriated that I was the only one who did it. I was the one who did the mile. I was the one who, at the championship meet, did the expedition race, the mile, because it wasn't offered to 12 and under at that time. Probably still isn't. Maybe it is. Who knows? But I did it, and my name is up there, and it is up there the entire time, and it infuriated them. I'm like, you worry so much about other people, you probably should worry about yourself. Good old cat dog, taking home the gold. And that's why I can't go to Canada anymore. You know, they're bitter there. They're bitter about me destroying them. They're bitter. Hard times over there. All right, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure of me just ranting and raving today. Really good for the health, really good for the mental health. So I appreciate you guys coming out. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. I'd love to stream Starship tomorrow. I probably can't because it's going to be really early. I'll probably honestly miss it, sadly. So yeah, I'll probably miss Starship. Yeah, I'll probably miss it. But I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna turn it on in case it did launch, and I'm gonna watch it like it was happening live. That's what I'm going to do if I miss it, because I live on the West Coast and it's really going to be really early. So yeah. What is Tubbo doing? Is he raiding fast food restaurants? Which restaurants are on here? Tell Tubbo if he doesn't put In-N-Out where it rightfully deserves as an S tier, then I will be quite upset. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for coming out. Castle video is coming, and yeah, go tell Tubbo. You put In-N-Out where it belongs, on an S tier. We'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Have a good day, everybody. Goodbye. Where's the button you turn the stream off on? I don't know where it is. I have forgotten how to stream, everyone. I am so sorry. Just tell Tubbo In-N-Out's an S tier.